Hey now! All right. I'm last minute. A lot of last minute things. All right. Cut the music. I assume you can hear me. I can just make sure everything's all good. It's going to be a good show. I promise you that. Tonight's going to be a good show. What's up, Rhonda? Neo's in the chat early. Orlando, Kenny F. and Powers has a voicemail. Vintage Dodgeball Cards, been a while. Maybe you've been here. I know I just haven't seen you in a while. Will Greer Investor here. Oh, damn. Will Greer Investor's here. Look out. Lake Show look good. It's too early. Once LeBron comes back, it's just not going to be the same. Let's trade LeBron. Can we trade LeBron? Bring in some help for this. A lot of white boys on this crew. I'm just saying. What did I want to do? Last time I did delete them. I'm very annoyed, but I can't think of who the 7th member was of Vintage and Vibes. I never, Flip and Steve, give him some love. Midlife Cards, give him some love. God, I have a whole show. I'm going to start hot. This is from a viewer. We'll call him, No, I was going to say Timmy, but he's not a Timmy, but that's just such an easy one to say. Hey, Professor, been watching the show for a couple months now, Okay, I appreciate it. I uncovered something pretty wild, and I don't know if I want to be attached, he says, but we don't know who sent this. We're good. Tomorrow night, the Golden Elite auction closes, and there is some... Hey, I'm Cheesecake. I love some good cheesecake. I'm Cheesecake. What a name. Fire. By the way, Petty in Orlando, I'd say about 15 minutes. I have a few things I want to get into. I'm actually very curious on their take, their reaction. And I'm also excited to talk to him. But thank you again, Cheesecake. Let's get to the point here. I'm not going to read all of it, but short story long story short. This Steph Curry card, last comp, was $3,500. 2024. A 2022 gold prism. Some random prism year. You're not talking about a PSA 10. You're not talking about 2009 his rookie year, 2012, the beginning of Prism. This is a 2022 Prism, last sold. There's only 10 of them, and it's a PSA 9, so there's not going to be many sales. But it did sell last year, about a year ago, June 2024, for $3,500. Very in trend. 3,200, 2023. Never hit over 5. When it first came out, 4,800. Then it immediately goes down to 3,000. Well, this guy he couldn't understand because he saw this card, which he had sold before, in an auction. He was looking, he was around. I don't remember exact specifics. Was he on eBay? Golden auction. So tomorrow night, the Golden Elite auction closes, and there's some major market manipulation when it comes to sales going on. And I saw it firsthand and even took screenshots of these guys doing it. I finally just figured out when I was looking at the Golden auction, because I actually have a couple cards on there. Nothing too crazy, believe me, compared to the stuff being shilled. All right. Well, going up to $36,000. The most, you'll see. The urgency for this is okay, Baba. So weeks ago, he's basically I'm curious where he saw it. So 2 weeks ago, I was on eBay Live, and these guys, Barbecue Breaks, had a high-end auction. Barbecue Breaks. What? Oh, damn it. It's not up. Barbecue Breaks. Let's put that up real quick. So one moment. We're starting hot. Barbecue Breaks. They were running a bunch of flawless basketball, which I really enjoy. The Steph Curry, which is 22 gold prism number to 10. The card went crazy. The last comp was 3,000. The card sold for 20 grand. He's like, what the hell is going on here? Because I personally have this very similar card, sold him for $3,000 range. It was bewildered. And what he ended up saying, exactly what everyone thinks. So my buddies and I were talking about it, and we're just like, what is going on? What are these guys trying to do? Let's say you and I are, of course, thank you. Welcome to the club. So Mangini's the one that really got I already kind of have my speculation on everything, but I respect that thought a lot of his, of how it's all just BS almost. And I partner on something. We bid this card up to 20K. Okay, great. You buy the card. They charge a 5% fee. But now we just turned $3,000 into a $20,000 comp, or $20,000 plus the card. Still, the comp. And then what do you know? Tonight he found it on Golden Elite. It is a different number. So maybe they had a couple of these, maybe, but then it sold for $36,000. So this card was $3,000 a year and 4 months ago. And today, and it's not even special. It's a 2022 PSA 9. I know it's out of 10. The gold prism. And then what changed in the past year, or really the past 4 months? This card hadn't sold in a year. Everything's kind of weird in the past 4 months. The buyback program's one thing a little weirder that's entered the space. I don't want to say it just entered the space and things have kind of taken a weird bump up. And then the argument I get from everyone, and I understand, I get it. But it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't follow a lot. Let's just break it through. The argument is, oh, people, the Griffey is the mantle of Zen. Oh, the Griffey is, first of all, pop counts lie. That's not true. And yes, it's an iconic card, but there's many of them. And when there's that many of them, that means there's a lot listed or several listed. And the reason a price goes up and double the value or the comp goes up is because it's not out there often. It's not easy to find. You can't just go pick one up where there's over 4,000 Griffies and you can always go find one. Same thing with this. Why did it go up to $36,000 from a $3,000 card? It's a 2022 Prism. Oh, more people are going to the greats. More people. Okay. It's still, even if so, why is the price hike so much? And let me ask a great question. This is going to nail this point. So please bear with me. This is going to nail the point. If you were bidding on I want to make a point and use some language. It's too early in the show. And if you were making a bid on a card that was $3,000, when would you stop? The last comp was $3,000. Use your brain for a second here. The last comp is $3,000, or the Griffey, it's $2,400. So at what point at bidding on this card, when you know there's more out there, maybe not this, definitely the Griffey, at what point would you stop bidding on it? The last comp matters. So are you the idiot that's taking it from $3,000 to $36,000? No, because it's bull. It's not real. It's Wolf of Wall Street. That's A. It's Wolf of fucking Wall Street. Relax. I feel like I just made a heavy point, so I hope you hear that. People don't just, if you're bidding on cards, you just don't go pay 10x. You stop bidding on the card. Let's have some fun. Petty, I hope you go hard. I hope. You tell me start hot. Start hard. This pisses me off. Now you got viewers seeing it. Now you got pissing them off. And this is the little community we have. Imagine how many other people don't have this community that this happens to on a daily, that they get frustrated. We saw with Hardcore Collector, calls in, gets frustrated. They don't have a place to vent. They don't have a place to tell it how it is. Welcome. I can feel I need to breathe. Whoever sent me this, I think I did your point justice. And this is not news. And all these weird sale prices have been, the Griffey's been ticking up for a while, but we saw it. I've seen it. We've done the research. The last 4 months, since like July, for some reason, the Barry Sanders scorecard, where there's over 3,000 in a PSA 10, you could find one anywhere, has doubled in price. And it makes no logical sense. Especially in that short time. What change will be? Oh, more people are getting into the Legends. If more people are getting into the Legends, they should be buying Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle and Jim Brown and Kareem and Magic. The fuck are you thinking? And I know this shit's going to go up. So my favorite card in the world is the Magic Bird Dr. J. And I sold the 2 copies I had, and I really want the one in the auto, and I should do it soon with all this BS. Because right now I could go get that card. In a couple months with this stuff going on, who the hell knows? They're really inflating the big... That's what the plan is. Hey, these guys, we got to have a Griffey market and a Curry market and a Jordan market and a Kobe market. Because if they don't have, but guys... You're doing it in a pretty disgusting fashion. How long we been on? 12 minutes. Boy, did I go. I feel like, who are these guys here? Petty and Orlando are here. I also have a Jim Beckett. And the thing is, it's hard because I want to be very sensitive because he's a respected guy and he's you know, he's my elder, and I respect Beckett a lot, but he had such a garbage interview with P. Ryan. And we're going to listen to it, and I hope these guys give me their reactions. Maybe I'll go too hard one way. Orlando will be the voice of reason. Let's get their take on this first, and then we'll jump to Beckett. So let's, I still have this. I need some, Rhonda has been, before I bring them on, Rhonda's been I need to bring I need someone to manage the comments. When I get in it, when I'm talking to these guys, it's too hard for me to pay attention and also do the comments. And then I get stuck on, hey, thank you for the $5, but I should have been rolling comments. And it's too much. Ziggy, what's up? Rhonda, thanks for being a bargain boxer. Sports Day. All right, let's add these guys. Let's trying to catch up with the chat. Hey, I hope the echo's fixed. I think the echo's fixed. Is there an echo?
Can you hear me?
Orlando, we hear you.
I hear an echo.
I hear an echo too. I really fixed it. Come back. I'll leave and come back. I just want to make sure there's an echo. I love you. There's an echo, right, chat? I just want our commenters, viewers.
There's an echo.
All right, I'll be
bouncing off the walls over here.
All right.
Eddie, my friend.
How are you, my handsome friend? Now it works fine with that numbskull going.
It works great. Maybe you and I can just do the whole show together.
Yeah, boy, he's really on a roll tonight, the professor. The old Jabberwocky, I'll tell you, he's yapping up a storm. What do you say there, chipmunk?
Chicken nuggets. What's up, guys?
Good to see you, chicken.
It's great to see you guys.
Yeah, you got the echo fixed, I see.
So when you see stuff like, I just don't understand why everything, and I'd love your honest, of course you're going to give me your honest opinion. I can't wrap my head around what we're seeing with some of this stuff the last few months. Honest corners.
I'm as honest as they come.
Piedmont?
I'll call them as they see them, baby.
T206s, baby.
Well, give me it. Give me some knowledge. Give me the wisdom. What the hell's going on?
Did you play that interview yet with the?
I have not.
Well, you should play that for the class. Let everybody hear it, and so we can.
You want to jump right to that?
Well, I mean, you were brought it up. That was what you wanted to talk about.
It's true. Have you listened to it already?
Bidding. If you want to talk about bidding, you're talking to the master bidder right over there, Orlando. He's bid on. Right. He was bidding before you were even in diapers.
I've been bidding for a long time.
So Orlando, give me. You're the voice of reason. What is it? First of all, we don't know what's happening, but I mean, what's your take on these recent card prices?
Oh, it's not recent. It's been happening for a long time.
6 months, a year. I mean, but we looked at the charts. The last 4 months the chart, there's some weird spikes in the 4 months.
Well, I mean, you think about these 4 or 5 months, but really it goes all the way back to the COVID era. I mean, with PWCC, when they were shill bidding there and they were kicked off of eBay. And you saw the spikes back then. A lot of those were artificial. I mean, it's crazy, and it continues today. It's just there's more people doing it now than ever because it's easier. Anybody can do it. Even the auction houses are allowing it now, and that's what's going on. I mean,
nobody. As somebody who buys from auction houses lately, the last 2 years, pretty solidly. I mean, it's not holding me back. It did for a while. I was much more.
Well, would you go on a $3,000 comp card? You're gonna bid all the way up to 30 grand?
No, I mean that's.
I mean, come on. I don't understand.
You talk about eye appeal, though. You talk about eye appeal.
Oh, Jesus.
If it's a not, well, let's say if I'm looking at like a card that's graded a 4, let's say, and it looks like a 6.
That's different.
Okay, but I'm not.
I'm looking at the modern. This Curry.
Well, the Curry, I mean, that's not going to go up 10 times like that. I would be a bidder if I really wanted it and it was nicer than the last one. I don't know, maybe 3,500, maybe 4,000 tops.
Insane.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Petty, I think that most of the stuff is happening with the modern stuff. It's happening with vintage, but not as much with vintage as it is with the modern stuff. I mean, for a card to go up from 3,000 to 30,000, for the Griffey card to more than double in the last 3 months,
that's up to what, $4,500 for the 10 now. I mean, it's gone up quite a lot.
Yeah. It's a different market. Remember for vintage, it's us older guys.
I don't trust what's happening in this modern market. I don't trust.
I never have trusted it. I mean, if you trust in it, you're a fucking knothead.
Yeah.
Because look what you got. You have one of the most level-headed guys in the industry, old schooler in Dr. Beckett, basically saying, well, you got offensive shill bidding. You can't really tell where the gray line is.
I just added this. I hope there's no echo. I don't think
Yeah,
there
there's
will
an
be.
echo.
Oh, Jesus.
Echo. What happened? I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. There
Every
you are
time he
again.
pops up one of those screens,
He's got,
he gets echo.
look at that beautiful screen he's got, though, but somehow he's got that echo issue.
Yeah, he's
Poor
got to get
kid.
that fixed.
Yeah. So
But
anyway,
but
I mean,
I'm disappointed with Dr. Beckett. You know, and I'm a good friend of Dr. Beckett.
I know, and I can't say that and I can't say it didn't make sense when you say it out loud somewhat. You know, like who are you actually hurting? Like if it doesn't reach the certain threshold, or like who's to say what's right, what's wrong? I mean,
why does a card go from $3,000 last year, this random 2022 Curry, to 24 grand, and then a week later, $36,000? That's not normal. I mean, that's weird.
I certainly wouldn't be trying to buy that card right now. It couldn't be that great of a card. I mean, there's got to be 10 other cards that you can look at if you find yourself in that kind of a shenanigans. That's just straight up bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's some kind of a big group that's pushing it up to 300 grand or whatever, I don't want to be part of it. I don't need that kind of fucking aggravation. Not for $1 to try to make 1,000, not for 100,000.
But it still pisses me off, and it pisses other people off.
Well,
I know you were good, okay, but there's like this guy that emailed me.
There's no integrity left in the hobby. And I think, like Dr. Beckett, not to speak for him, but I think he's a little bit desensitized to it all, because I mean, it's coming hard and fast with, like, he's talking about, you know, the conflicts of interest back in the day. That would never be the things that PSA are doing with all these other different things, how they have, you know, just their tentacles of their income streams that are just all tied in together with conflicts of interest. And you're just numb to it all because it's one thing after another. Like how much that's what we're dealt with. You got guys like Gio. I really learned to like the guy now that he's coming on your show. He needs you to get his thing kicked off. And then once he's done with you, he'll spit you out.
Also, that's not, I mean, he commented on the channel and came on like 2 years ago when I had nothing. Yeah. So I think he also, just being honest, I think Gio likes the content. And I also think Gio's one of us. He just happened to be caught in now he's a fucking breaker in media and this and this.
And so he does the best he can to bridge the line and gap. You know, he's very political about it. And you just got to appreciate him for what it's worth. I wouldn't be a breaker if I made, you know, 10 million a year. I would never do that. If I was doing digital crap, trying to scam people out of money, I couldn't live with myself. But
so here's the issue.
It's not illegal.
Well, it's still shitty. When I share the screen and I thought I fixed the echo. I spent an hour. We did a test run with some other people. When I share the screen and play the Beckett video, there's going to be an echo. So I think I'll remove you two if that's okay. Play some of the video and then add you both back.
Fine, whatever works.
Hell yes. Okay. Well, it's not a long. They'll probably listen 4 or 5 minutes, and then we can do some commentary.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put up this. Beckett had P Ryan on. And, you know, I love Beckett, and we all love Beckett, and there should be no echo with just me, I would assume. I mean, I'd love just a confirmation. Let me share the screen. Oh, I haven't shared the screen yet, but I can't imagine, though. I can't believe there's still an echo. I thought I fixed that. All right. Yeah. Hey, they'll be back shortly to comment on this, what we're going to listen to right now. So, Shill Shocked with Patrick Ryan. 220 views. Let's just look at these little comments that's so far. Stop following P Ryan immediately after this came out. This is shocking admission of hobby corruption. We did bid on each other's items. This is disgraceful. And what was intended to be a defense, it ended up being one long confession. 100% agree. The P Ryan Redemption Tour is making the perception of his behavior even worse. Dr. Beckett not only platforming this guy, but agreeing with this guy. And that was I don't care that he platformed the guy. It's good to platform people. It's good to have people on, but he just agreed with it all. And it was frustrating. So anyways, you see the comments, lots of ethical gymnastics. And that's kind of what Petty is referring to. It's not illegal, but man, it's definitely some ethical, it's definitely anyways, let's listen.
Had a conversation with Patrick Ryan, P. Ryan, about the circumstances of how he found himself in an awkward situation, thought to be shill bidding, which I think has different definitions to different people. And I thought, Patrick, let's start with your situation and then move toward some of the nuances of what shill bidding is and what it isn't, what's bad and what's worse, and what's frankly legal in many cases. I thought about calling this Saving Private Ryan. Or saving Patrick Ryan. But Patrick doesn't need saving. He's a very sharp guy. He's admitted he made a mistake. He bid on his own item, but there's more to the story. Thanks, Patrick, for sharing your story, and I hope people will have a better understanding of what is shill bidding and what it isn't. What we really need to be worried about is bad actors. So here it is.
What happened was I sold through this company called Acquire. It was the first time I ever had anything.
Listen, he's already making this setting a narrative. We have to define shill bidding. I'm going to go to like authorities. I have a definition. I have this from 10 years ago from a trusted auctioneer who did like over 300, I can't remember, for some crazy amount of auctions, not cards. And, Beckett's, his definition of shill bidding, which we'll get to later and right there, is wrong. It's not entirely correct.
Go to auction with them. And for these auctions that have extended bidding, I bid on so many things when the auction opens. And a lot of times I'm bidding on Heritage or Golden or Fanatics, and I get a notification saying, you're not eligible to bid on this because it's your item. In this case, I see that I bid on it and I go, oh my goodness, that was my card. And my bid went through. So I say to myself, I was like, worst case scenario.
Admission.
I can at least now track it this way, because Acquire didn't even email me that my auctions were live. So
that's already what the hell kind of thinking is, hey, they didn't email. I bid on my own card. It's all right though. I'm going to follow it this way. Now I can follow the card. If this guy's really in cards, which he is, a lot of people know him. He knows what the fuck he's doing. That's a bullshit answer right there. The rest of it, I don't care. Right there, you've lost me, because that's already a BS answer. Oh, I'll just follow my card that way. No, what do you think? Or is that just how we do business now? Is that just what's going on in the hobby? And that's what's accepted? No. And right there, he loses me. I don't care the rest. He lost me on this. That's a big, quick, I'll just follow the card. I realized I bid on things all the time. I didn't know it was mine. Oh, that is some BS. You know exactly that card was yours.
And not only are you a hot dog, a grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna, but you're a liar too.
All right. Too good.
The next morning, I email them and say, hey guys, can you email me a list of all my listings? And they send me over the list. And I see that Michael Jordan card and I pull it up. And it was already $10,000 more than I bid. Look, I should have raised my hand and said, hey, guys, I made a mistake. What do we do here? They probably would have said, don't worry about it. Now, the big mistake I made is I promoted the card, posting a screenshot showing that I was outbid. Now, what's so funny is.
I mean, that's a little stupid. I don't think it's funny. I think that you got caught up. This is the one post. Oh, come on. I'm all about second chances. I'm all about, so where there's smoke, there's fire, but it's good but they don't ever, this whole fucking interview, ever go into any accountability, how this could happen in the hobby, how this does happen in the hobby, whether the guy's innocent or not. They just play it off like it's everything's rosy, everything's great.
Some of the naysayers, they're yelling at other naysayers, calling them stupid because they're like, he didn't shill bid, because if he was shill bidding, he wouldn't have been so blatant about it. I mistakenly bid on my own item, which is actually very different than shill bidding. And it was wrong, right?
It's wrong. There's morals and ethics.
But also the direct into, okay, I'll just follow the card that way. First of all, it's a lie. You're bidding on your stuff and you're normally not sharing the fucking screenshot. Let's come out and say it. What's the deal? That's what happened. And instead of taking accountability, you're balls deep in this industry or trying to be in it or being in it. And now we're doing a PR game here. And I was hoping Beckett's channel wouldn't be that. I'm going to do 2 more minutes and then we'll bring back Petty. Oh, we got to hear more. And Orlando.
And we encourage everybody to abide by the rules of the auction or even the rules of the intermediary consignment broker, which I've been in situations where I was helping a friend that there were actually 5 stages and I was number 3 in the chain. And so I'm talking to Rick Probstein, who's going to put the cards from my friend's deceased uncle, and he's working through me. And so I call up Rick and I say, look, I'm doing this for a friend of a friend, my good friend, but his brother-in-law passed away. He's got some great cards, not all great cards, but I've given some of these to you. Can I bid on those? Because at X price, I'd be a buyer. There's some decent things in there. And he said, you're not the owner of the cards. I said, I know, but I'm consigning them to you on behalf of my friend whose wedding I was in, who's doing it for his nieces and nephews. And he said, then it's going to eBay. eBay isn't going to catch it. Rick is saying, I understand if you were the consigner of your own cards, then no, you shouldn't do that. Correct. Don't bid on it no matter what. Now, the issue that comes up for me that I do want to get out there is that my interest in these items was only in the case of reserve not met. Reserves, I had promised my friend, hey, you're going to get this. I'm giving it to Probstein.
And so on eBay, you can pay a percentage, which people don't want to do, and they don't want those. They want the card to sell, but you can. So if that's the case, you shouldn't bid on your own card to have a reserve. You should pay the fee like an honest gentleman, lady, and pay for the reserve fee. Am I misunderstanding?
He gets good prices. You're not going to get way above market. Some will go below, some will go above, but you're not going to get clobbered. Okay. On a couple of them, because the description, it's looking bad. So that's why I'm calling Rick and saying, he said, no, you can bid because number.
Come on. That's not funny. Rick Probstein, who just went with Snipe, is saying, bro, go ahead. Bid. You're the co-signer. You're the one submitting them, but don't. You could bid on them. It's all good. This sounds like it's almost what's accepted in what's happening. So you can bid on your own card in some direct or other fashion.
One, I'm not the owner. And number 2, this is still way below market. I'm not bidding it up. I'm saying at that price, I'm a buyer. And if you'd allowed me to have a reserve, it would be reserve not met, which is in effect putting in a bid for the consigner.
There's so many tangential issues. When I made this mistake, I tell the acquire guy, firstly, the acquire guys will do a better job of reminding people. So they've got to build technology. Here's the links to your auction. Reminder, do not bid on your own. Just basic stuff. And I said, why don't you just tie my name to everything? And they're like, we would never do that. We need the anonymity because we don't want you to get poached. By the way, my post where I showed that I was outbid was live for 18 hours before anyone noticed. And I think,
so what does that tell you? But they don't even like dive into any of it. He just wants the heat off him. That's it. And we could listen to the rest later. I want to bring these guys back on, but I'm gonna have to get out of this. So I just want to make a couple points before we do that. Here's the here's the definition that I found off Collins. Definitely, when you look it up, is when shill bidding, the illegal practice of a seller or seller's acquaintance placing bids on his or her goods in order to drive up the price. Well, no, we don't want to drive up the price. We just want to make a floor. Well, by you making a floor, it shows someone else is interested. It changes everything. And what exactly is the floor? That's pretty subjective. And then if I scroll all the way to the bottom, I just want to see. This guy had some crazy amount of well-respected. Oh, damn it. No, just 30 years. Mike Brandley, auctioneer, certified appraiser over 30 years. And let's see what he says. What shill bidding involves is bidding without the genuine intent to purchase, and rather with the intent to ensure price protection for the seller. All right, I have to get out of this. Let's bring these guys back on. Let's get them. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to have to leave. There'll be an echo. All right, I'm out of here.
He's gonna
All right.
have to leave.
I got to tell
What
you,
a clusterfuck.
I'm very
Hey,
disappointed in Dr. Jim.
Yeah,
And this
they
guy, I
really-
mean, he had no pushback at all to this guy. I mean, the
Right.
guy tells 3 lies in a row. You know, first he says he wanted to track his item. Well, you can track it any auction. You just press track and you're tracking it. You don't have to bid on an item to track it. Then he posts the item. And why did he post it? To pump it. He wants to pump the item. He wants to pump it and pump it and pump it so everybody else
Right.
can keep bidding and bidding and bidding. Next, he starts blaming the company. Oh, look, it's their fault. They didn't tell me.
Yep.
Oh, come on, guy. You can't tell me that
Acquire.
all those things. So you know, there's 3 things right there that he says, and no pushback whatsoever in that.
Exactly.
You know, it's all cheating, and that's what you got to call it. You know,
Well, I think
that's what
from
it
going
is.
forward, we could call that the P-Rye shill. The P-Rye shill is when you forget that you bid on your own stuff. So that's perfectly
Gotta
legal
coin
now,
it so
according
we
to
remember,
Beckett.
because the hobby will
The P-Rye
forget.
shill. There's different types of shilling, obviously. The
What'd you
That's
call
just
it
the
again?
first
P.
5
Ryan
minutes.
Shill?
And it
P-Rye
continues
shill is
on.
the
I
best.
heard the whole interview. He continues on and he continues to make excuses, blaming the auction company, blaming the post that he put up. You know, he shill bid. He tried to pump and dump the thing by putting it up there. I'm sure he didn't realize that his bid would be on that.
Especially
until
if he
somebody
said that
called
he
him on
saw
it.
this was his first time he said that he used Acquire. So I've never heard of the stupid company, but then Ziggy reminds me that it's run by the same guy, Jesse Craig, who was at PWCC, who had he left there and he went to some kind of what was it called? Hero Sports. And was that with Jason Kuntz? Remind me.
I think that was
A
before,
partnership?
though.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it was, I'm just saying that's his history. Now he's with Acquire. And now how all of a sudden, you know, the shill bidding is coming in from his website. And it's just that these 2 knuckleheads are intertwined in the
Eddie,
hobby. It's like,
remember Jesse Craig was also with Moser.
Oh, no way.
I did not realize that they were
when they were at
partner, too.
PWCC.
Well, that says everything.
He was the one that was taking in all of the cards
I
for
get you.
Moser.
So he was
So
the middle
Jesse
guy.
Craig's been through it all with this
With
the
Brent.
PWCC guy and his wife Betsy. They were all in it together, you know.
Right.
And
Well,
they
there
were
you-
caught
Yeah. So
doing it on
I mean-
eBay, and they were doing it for years until eBay finally had to basically kick them off. But
well, that
you know,
eBay
it's
did,
just
and then
happening
they were
after
kind of
the fact.
going away on their own platform too at the same time. I mean, eBay could have had those guys off. They should have had them off 3 years before that. Not only for shill bidding, like I just said, just for blatantly selling prim cards and bidding shit up. Their own guys were bidding shit up to
Yeah.
buy the cards so they could give them to the trimmers, you know? So they were overpaying for cards that looked like they were wide borders, and they would identify certain cards and they would just go after them. Remember? They'd buy them, PWCC would buy them under those different IDs,
Exactly.
Mosher and all the.
And it was
had a
all
whole
exposed on
7 or 8
Blowout and Net 15.
Blowout
The
was
problem
awesome.
is, and the problem is, even us talking about all this stuff, you know, maybe 10%, and that's high amount, 10% of the hobby is watching and knowing this. The other 90% of the people that are bidding out there, they have no idea that this is going on. They're not watching us. They're not watching
Right.
YouTube. They're collecting on their own.
A lot
They're
of
just
newer
going through this
people,
thing.
too.
And
Well,
they're
probably
saying,
a lot
hey,
of people
these
are
comps
hearing
are
this for the
real. These
first
comps are
time,
real.
maybe, but maybe
You
the
know?
people too that maybe they're reaching a few people that haven't heard of this story before.
Oh,
but it's been
100%, without a
Most
doubt.
people haven't heard about it.
going.
He's right,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
But yeah, why would you bid on the same card you're selling? Because you're in love with the card. You don't want to let it go for under a certain price.
And I'm going to be honest, I was a little heartbroken because Beckett, I mean, I was a kid going to the card shopping. There's Fleer and Upper Deck and Topps. There's a lot of different products. There was one Beckett. And so I was a little heartbroken to hear this it didn't have to go down like this.
Interactions with them. I mean, look, you just did an interview with them 2 weeks ago. You just did a hobby hotline with them. I mean, I've done nothing but call the poor guy names just because he won't.
Why
laugh
do
at
I
my
believe
jokes.
that?
Just because he won't laugh at my jokes on Hobby Hotline for 2 solid years. So I just figured he has it in for me. So if you have it in for me, you're going to get it back double. And that's, and I've been pretty tame because I can see some of this. He makes good points, only they're not, I would never have that integrity level. You shouldn't do it. It's not, I don't know. Who knows how deep it is? Just
Oh,
don't
it's
do it.
deep.
Just why try to game every effing thing in your life? Would you have to live that way? I mean, can't you just play by the rules once in your life?
Part of the problem is that, the auction houses are all allowing it. There's very few auction houses that won't let you bid on your own card. Most of them will. And they'll tell you that you
Or if
can.
you do, they don't stop you. And if you're not telling them, they don't know. So what they don't know won't hurt them. If you're bit, basically, it's not like you're going to be blocked. And I don't know that for sure because I never tried. I don't have never listed on those auction sites, so I don't know how they work as far as like me bidding my own stuff.
Well,
I'm not even going to try it, but
I've put a lot of stuff on auction over the years, and let me just talk a little bit about. Let's talk about this Babe Ruth card that went up there, right?
Like to.
Now, everybody's thinking, and maybe I have a tinfoil.
And just
hat,
so they don't know, the Babe Ruth card
hair.
you're talking about is the one that sold for what, 6 million, and then now sold
7
for
million, and then sold for 4 million.
Yeah, lost $3 million in like a year and a half.
This is my opinion, of course, that I don't have any proof, but from everything that I've been involved with the hobby, and also sold a lot of stuff on the auction houses, I can tell you pretty much how this works. So the card sells for 7 million. All right, we don't hear about who bought it. I mean, usually you hear somebody go out there like Mr. Wonderful and say he bought this $12 million card. You don't hear who bought this card anywhere, not on Net54, nowhere. So we don't know who bought it. Then the guy, in the year after that, he puts it up for sale. Now, this is how it works with the with the auction houses. When you put something up with an auction house, you can negotiate with them depending on the price of the item, what you're going to get. And the auction houses, for example, I put a card up that was about $5,000 card. The auction house gave me 105% of the final bid. So instead of them taking the 20% cut, they took a 15% cut. All right, just follow me here. With a big card like that, you negotiate. So let's say that they said, okay, we'll give you 110% of this Ruth card, whatever it sells for. So we'll take a 10% cut. 10% cut of 7 million, it's a ton of money for them. So they go ahead and they let's say they accept that deal. Now they see that the card is not going up that high. Well, here's the owner. He could come in and say, okay, I'm going to bid it up. I'm going to try to bid it and see if there's, I can bid it up to 7 million. It doesn't get there. It gets to $4 million. What happens? Well, it's his card, right? So he buys it, but he gets back 4 million, 10% on top of that. So he ends up having to pay a 10% juice to the auction house. So did he lose 3 million? No, he lost the juice. He lost that additional 10% or whatever negotiated deal that he had. So maybe he lost $400,000 on the deal and not the 3 million that people are talking about.
And it's so, you explaining
you get it? You see how
yeah, but it's also
possible.
hard to follow. So it's so easy to, and most people aren't in that world and don't have that knowledge.
I don't play in that. Yeah, sandbox.
Okay, but that's probably what he did. And,
so
because
explain it, maybe give me a, because it was, and then it's also, you're breaking in and out just a tiny bit, but it got to 7 million. We don't know who bought it at 7 million. I followed there. Okay. Then they're going to relist the card.
We don't know who bought it at 4 million either. That person still hasn't
come out. It could be the same guy is what you're saying.
I'm saying it's probably the same guy doing what Dr. Beckett said, defensive bidding, right? That's what he calls it, bidding it up, and it didn't get to that point. So he's like, I'm going to buy it.
Hey,
I'll
Brandon,
pay
me
the
too. That's
4
why I'm asking questions. Just I am a little, yeah,
He
yeah.
pays
And
the
we
$4
don't know if
million,
money
but he
ever
gets the $4
changed
million
hands, or
back
will it
because of
show as a
it's his
sale?
card. So he essentially doesn't
He's
lose
getting the
there.
fee. He's getting the juice, like you said.
The only thing that he loses is the fee.
But
What
what
about
does
the
it
comp
do? What does
value?
it do to the comp? What does it
Yeah,
do to
that's
the
why
comp?
exact question. Okay,
And what
so
does
we're
it
on
do
the
to the
same page.
value of his card now?
Well, the value now he's got to hold that card if he's the one that bid on it. The other option was that the guy who bid against him during the $7 million phase, the underbidder, he could have also won the card. But if you win that card and you win it and you save $3 million, save $3 million, I guess, wouldn't you come out and say, "Hey, I bought the card.
Of
I was the
course.
underbidder at
I don't
7.
know. I don't know that I would or not.
I was the underbidder at 7, and now I got it at 4." But who bought the card, Petty? Why hasn't anybody said
I
who
don't
bought
know.
anytime a card sells the $5 million card, mantle in a 9, Rob Go got it.
Not
The
everybody
$12 million
Not everyone
card,
is out there though.
$12 million card, who got
It's
it, but
still a
somebody
pretty
else
big
got it.
card. That's one of the biggest
And
cards to just hide your
and,
face.
and the when the Wagner cards come up, whoever wins it, we usually find out who wins these multi-million dollar cards. In this case, we still don't know. Not the first buyer, not the second buyer. So again, maybe I got my tinfoil hair on, but something's going on with that. And I think that there was some show bidding or defensive bidding involved with that.
Maybe something will come out on it. Who knows?
Let me
Wait and see. But you would have thought it would have come out now. And even on Net 54, which is where most of these big guys that buy these big vintage cards, brag, I guess.
Well, Drew was just saying there that, like who else has come out besides the Shitter Shinola?
Well, in defense, Shine has like 15 of the top 20 most expensive cards. All the ultra modern he owns. So
right.
He's come. Most of it's him, but I couldn't tell you on the vintage stuff. I'm not sure.
And I think that $12.7 million card was also shielded. I think they wanted to make sure that it broke the record so they can be.
So there you have a case of what we suspect is shilling yourself. That's called the Shitter Shinola. The Shitter Shinola shill is when you actually shill bid yourself to set a record.
All right, hold up. Speaking about a Shinola.
You have the P-Rye shill, and now you have the Shitter Shinola shill.
I love the Shinola.
You got shills everywhere. There's all kinds of defensive, offensive, P-Rye.
It's all
clearly stuff. He's lying, right? I mean, as Orlando said, 3 lies, and I mean, you follow it. It just. I'll listen to the rest later.
I'll divert to Orlando. I mean,
your thoughts, Petty. Your thoughts now. I shared a lot of my thoughts.
I mean, you've heard it all. We've discussed it. I mean, I think that the guy probably has a habit of it, and he feels like it's just part of the game for him. He is a winner in life, and he's not going to lose at selling a card. He'll do whatever it takes.
Wait, let me ask Petty.
It's more like a type A personality.
Let me ask a different question then.
Really fast, like a geotype.
What about Probstein saying, yeah, if you co-sign, if you're sending it in, but you're just the co-signer, you can bid on it.
Why do you think we call him Shilstein? Nobody wants to listen. They just read these little words, and here and there you hear it, but it's because he's just been known for it for so many years. And because he also doesn't care. He's just there to take the fees and, run his machine there.
That's mind-boggling that you have an authority, 2 authorities there. I mean, I'm not talking about content creators, Beckett and Probstein, who people that come in look as an authority and they have these thoughts. And I can't put words in Beckett. Well, no, he kind of said it himself. Well, I'm shocked.
He's the one that said right there with Probstein he basically brought Probstein right down to where everybody knew by calling him a shiller, saying that he said it was all right. But then he said, well, it's because it's your friend's card. It's not yours, so it was technically, he found, there was a loophole or whatever. I don't know. It's always.
I want to pivot to another issue. And I honestly and genuinely want your both thoughts. And I'm hung up on PSA, but PSA has really changed their model the past 6 months, a year. And I do think it's just so accepted. Like they just walked into it and everybody's just not know. And I find I'm curious if either of you think it's a fine line. We're walking a fine line with all these different. I generally like PSA. I send my cards to PSA. I never, but all of us this last 6 months, I don't know, man. I don't like the new business model.
Well, it can be very shady, you know. I mean, they're grading the cards, and they are not technically buying the cards, but they're selling the cards. So they're in the middle there, you know. And it's not
They're
a
in the
good
middle
look.
everywhere.
It's not
It
a good
really
look.
isn't. You're a freaking grading company, for crying out loud.
Yep.
Why don't you just grade the fucking cards and get them back on time instead of these 15? I was talking about it on the show. By the way, yeah, we need to talk about the show that I'm doing here called The Odd Couple. Make sure that everybody goes to the Tony Southern Collector 14 and check that show out and check out his channel. That's where you can find me there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Really.
Dang, so you finally become a YouTuber.
Well, I don't have my own channel, but I do a little show up with him, and that's where I do the petty minute and blow up. And I just did the PSA blow up, you know, because they have charges they're doing. They have their hands into everything, and it's
Not
just
good.
It's a
Not
conflict
good.
of interest, but the hobby doesn't care.
Nah, we got to. That's why they got to care. There's idiots. They don't know.
Yeah, they really.
It's all
There's not
new.
gonna be a revolt. There's not going to be. Nothing is going to happen. PSA is just going to roll right over everything. There's not going to be any kind of FBI involvement. There's not going to be anybody that turns them off, because people are just too apathetic. They don't give a fuck. They don't want to stand up for anything. And now it's because they have their collections wrapped up. Hey, trust me. Feel me. I have a lot of my, net worth in cards, believe it or not. Net worth in a hobby, because I look at it that way. I try not to waste as much money as I can. I'm a collector of fine items for the most part.
So, okay, Run Good Life mentioned that he thinks the fad is going to be that PSA is going to always be on top, and people will end up, going to realizing that these other companies still hold value in their grade. Do you think PSA forever will just be look at industry leader, or will there be someone else that emerges?
Nothing is forever. Every company that has a good thing has the opportunity to run their business into the fucking ground. Okay. And if they keep going at the way they're going, it's at some point, if there is a scandal, you never say never. That company could go bankrupt. Hey, look, GM was too big to fail. I remember they sold me a car back in the 1980s. It was a piece of shit, blew up after 10,000 miles. Talk about before the lemon laws. And I said, I'll never buy another one of your fucking cars again. And I hope you go bankrupt. And I'll just wait for it. In the meantime, they're top Fortune 500 company. Sure enough, what happens? Like in 2007 and 6, they finally go bankrupt, which I've been waiting for 20 years. I'll wait these fuckers at PSA out. I don't care about my collection. I'll die first before they end up going bad. But I'm just saying, like GM, then what happens? They get bailed out by the government. It couldn't have been any saltier.
I know.
For them to, and I never bought another American card.
Bailouts are coming again at some point
10 years
too.
ago.
I feel it.
Yeah. Well,
I think Neo
just
said it right there, that PSA is pretty much untouchable, and he's right about that.
Right now, I mean,
I don't see that.
For right now, I agree.
This is Tony, by the way, here, Southern Collector. You had him mixed up with some other guy. Look, he mentioned Sears, Blockbuster, and AOL.
That's great.
Too big to fail.
By the way, Gio's mentioned, casinos. I think I heard that Caesars has gone bankrupt like 3 times, and they're probably going to go bankrupt again. So,
our president never had a hotel he couldn't bankrupt, and a casino too, to boot.
Orlando, what was your thought on the subject?
Well, I mean, look, I'll never say never, because if you think about, just a short time, 10 years ago, Beckett was right up there with PSA, in grading. Some of these Beckett cards, especially some of the modern cards back in the pandemic, Beckett cards were selling higher value than PSA. And Beckett was right up there grading a ton of cards. And look where they are today. Beckett is now way, way down. CGC even passing them up and everything. And so I'll never say never, but at this point, I'm getting old up here, and I don't think that in my lifetime I'm going to see anybody beat PSA. They're definitely a monopoly right now. They have their hand on every aspect of the hobby, grading, selling, eBay, vaulting, everything. So, and now they're even getting into comic books and
Hey, Buster, chill out.
you name it, they're there. And I don't think that anybody anytime soon is going to knock them off that mountain. I would like to see them have some competition, but they're going to buy their competition. Look at SGC. SGC was giving them some competition for a while.
Yeah.
Can I make here's an
and they
observation
bought
that
them out.
Beckett is in like the owner's in prison or jail. I don't know, whatever. And so they're in some,
That's not
legality
hobby
things.
related though.
But but maybe their company might not have the when I don't know, they need to sell the company to do something.
He's just a criminal in jail
But
for fraud.
there's just they're stagnant, and then PSA just gets to do what they want.
Mm-hmm. Well,
all right, what else?
They have a chance. They have a chance, but what can you do? You don't run them. We don't have the what's his name, Mr. Transparency, the Piccolo Pete, the guys in the broom closet are on the golf course now.
Wait a minute, what now?
Well, the guy, Primitive Pete, the guy that everybody loved with SGC, was the president there, the face.
Okay.
He wasn't the owner, that Dave Foreman. And you know what? Let's forget about blaming PSA or collectors. Blame that guy, Dave Foreman, for selling the fucking company. He's the one that built it up. He had a past too, like everybody.
Yeah.
That he's, there was talk about all the different shady things he did backdoor with SGC when he owned the company. And then you never hear about him, but he's the one that cashed everything out and did whatever he did without it. He wanted the money. He didn't care about the hobby. He didn't care about Orlando. He didn't care about you or anybody or any of these your watchers.
I'll push back a little bit on that because I met Dave Foreman. I've talked to Dave Foreman. He's from Fort Lauderdale here where I live. And funny enough that on the way to the National, we were on the same flight. And I was able to spend a couple hours with him at the airport and talk to him. And I will tell you that, he pushed for PSA to, one of the reasons, PSA wanted to buy them before, he told me. And he wanted PSA to do the registry and to allow SGC cards to be part of the registry. And that's the reason he didn't want to sell initially. But, he said it came to a point that PSA just made him an offer that he couldn't resist. And he got his money, and now he's retired and multi-millionaire.
He pulled
you can't blame the guy. SGC was kind of getting at the top of the market, pretty much as high. As
I like SGC too.
I
like their slab more.
They played that great. I mean, all in all, bad for the hobbyist, but he played it great. He worked that company right up to its pinnacle.
He got that,
sold it, boom, at the highest amount.
That building that he built that building in Boca. And he sold the whole kit and caboodle to PSA.
Damn, dropping knowledge.
So I think that hey, you know what? We would have done the same thing. He did. He's a collector. So the guy's got an incredible collection too. Let me tell you, because
Gio, all I would say to that is, now it's not the guy's baby anymore. A company gets treated a certain way when it's your baby and when it's not.
Has a chance. Now let's read Gio's commentary. The guy has a chance to make life-changing money, which is
I agree with that.
He probably already had what I would consider great money. Yeah. But then a life, depending, that's more than like I could ever think that my company would sell for, and maybe that many millions. But I don't know how many more millions it would take to make me that much more secure to sell. But in his case, probably a lot of pressure on him and stuff like that. I just wanted to get the hell out of it. He's getting older.
I don't blame someone for selling, but it changes. It can change the company.
Oh, well, it does change the company.
Yeah, of course.
Again, he doesn't care at that point anymore about his customers that got him there.
I'm not hating him for that, but it just definitely changes the company. It means the company cannot be as good.
He probably had it before then. So good for him, bad for the hobby. And, I probably would have done the same thing and everybody else would have in that sense. Because you're not there to protect the hobby, and none of us are hobby.
I don't hate him
collectors.
for taking the money. It's just the fact,
no.
though, it's no longer the guy that created its company. And so the work ethic, the decisions, everything is different.
Well, I
The
mean,
customer
look, they all do it.
service,
Even
Yeah.
Beckett did it. Beckett did it, and look how it dove.
It's all
He
corporate.
sold it at the peak, and then they just come in and just made a mess of it. And he's just, living through it, watching it, and has his name on it. But he doesn't care either because he got paid. It probably bugs him to some degree because he has, some good. I don't know. I think the best of him, but.
Orlando last time mentioned, and I agree with this, so I just want to expand on it. Sustainability. It's something there's once the buzz, the hype, stuff doesn't stay buzzed and hyped for our lifetime. It's just not how it goes. So I also think dollar amounts will go with that hype, but there is, some people get in, they play the breaks and they leave, and then new people get in and people get out. And Beckett did make a good point when I interviewed him that it's more like a casino where you don't need the same players. The casino, now you do need some regulars, but casino is there's different people coming in and out, and maybe people for 2 years don't play, but somebody else plays. And I don't find it a sustainable product. It's just that there's so much of it, so many parallels.
I never did either, especially with I found it all fascinating. I mean, the very first Petty Minute that I did was almost a year ago. And it was basically just one of the 4 collectors said to me, hey, if I gave you a list of all these names, would you just read it? I go, sure. He gives me this list, dude. It was like 16 pages long, front and back, with all the different names. I mean, Eminence this, Happy Birthday that. Aqua Blue Marine this, Parallel to the 3rd fucking degree Exquisite. The names, Gilded this, Gilded that, Gilda Radner. And it's just nauseating. So when I went and read them, I was struggling to read the fucking thing. And after like the first 30 seconds or whatever, I got to the end. I said, this is just a bunch of bullshit. And I ripped the thing up, threw it up in the air, But if you really look at it and look at all the products, there's no way to find it. But I don't know. There's just too much.
According to Gio, Topps is not buying Panini. I have no clue, but the knowledge I have from Gio thinks everyone's an idiot that's saying Topps is in the running because they're not going to buy Panini. I have no knowledge other than that. A lot of people coming out saying they are. I wouldn't imagine Panini getting sold, but maybe not to Topps.
There's no need for Topps to buy Panini.
They're in a lawsuit.
Agreed.
That's all they want. They want the licenses. I mean, maybe they could want some of the IP. They want the names of the downtown or the Kaboom.
Oh, they got to have the name downtown.
National Treasures. I mean, that kind of stuff. But no, it doesn't matter. They'll create their own names. They'll create their own stuff. My biggest concern with the whole hobby is that it's now a monopoly between Fanatics and PSA.
No doubt.
They pretty much own it all.
They will own everything, including the breaks and including all the fucking mystery packs, digital, and they'll have everything at some point.
Hey now.
Somebody
to yell at.
What do you say there, Jabberwocky?
You're such a piece of shit, Gio.
Team Petty.
Wow.
Team Petty.
And it.
Team Petty. Hey, let me just say this, just to correct your point, Prof. I didn't say everybody was an idiot, but I do take exception when Reuters puts out an article and then the card people make YouTube content. All the article said was Topps could be amongst this whole list of potential buyers. And the idiots, yes, then said, well, they're probably the ones buying it. Not what the quote was. The quote was they could potentially be on the list. Of course they could. They're rich and they're in the space. That's a stupid take. If you make a video and say that's your claim, you're an idiot. Plenty of stupid people, of course.
And a lot of people are putting out content that it's a real thing.
Yeah, off the same Reuters article that was misquoted by the same YouTube channel. Stupid leading the stupid.
Didn't you say the article was from 3 years ago?
The article Reuters quoted was from 3 years ago. The Reuters article was a few months ago.
Okay.
And then I got to listen to people, including the professor here, not do his homework. Well, the Panini brother just died. He died in April. This isn't news. See, again,
wait, I messaged you saying the old man died.
Said it on,
6 months ago. Why would I say it on
It's not that long ago. They're just getting a state in order.
It's not that long ago. My goodness.
It's not.
At least I knew the guy died.
But again, when YouTube says, well, the guy just died and now they have to sell. First of all, not officially.
Well, 6 months. It sounds like it's about right going to
It could be.
Yeah.
And petty, maybe, right? But when you take a potential and now it becomes, well, this is stupid. So yes, those people are dumb. The YouTube content was lazy.
News story. You need a thumbnail.
It's not breaking news. It's breaking rumor. It's not news. Just breaking rumor.
Rumor out there. Who cares?
Oh, so you guys
years
would,
ago,
no.
though.
So you guys would care if you didn't like the person. If I did something like
I'm
that,
not sticking up for it. What are you talking about?
Don't be spineless now. It's okay. I understand.
I referred to you. You're my guy. I said no.
Matter.
Oh my God, I'm gonna get shit for that. He's a piece of shit.
Is it that make that much of a difference if they buy anything?
It was definitely a rumor, and the rumor started with an Italian article that the Reuters quoted. And the bottom line is what happened with Panini was they brought in Citigroup after this guy died and stuff, because I think that they wanted to get an estimate of what is this company worth. That's really what came out. What's it worth? Is it worth two billion, or is it worth 4 billion or 6 billion? And then all of a sudden, there comes Reuters, there comes the articles, there comes every YouTuber out there just saying, "Oh, Topps is going to buy it." There's no reason for Topps to buy it.
Correct.
They don't need Panini.
Also, I don't think legally right now they could.
Licenses already.
I'm not even sure that legally, Panini would literally crush their own case. You cannot accuse somebody of being antitrust and monopolistic and then sell them your product. You cannot then support the monopoly.
Well, didn't they do that about 2 or 3 years ago? Weren't they in some type of a legal battle as well?
Who?
And they were talking about it. This is where the rumor came from 3 years ago.
Before the battle. So so the rumor started because they were actually meeting, by the way. We had them on. They admitted to that. We have been in the room.
They weren't in any lawsuit yet. They were just talking, and then after it fell through, then the lawsuit came.
Correct. So Topps leaked at the time that, hey, their numbers are not correct. Their revenue, their profits, whatever it was, were not correct. We're pulling out of any further negotiation. Then all of a sudden you saw the lawsuit kick up from there.
Yeah. And maybe it's Panini just
now that I think
that they want to be be bought out. They don't need that legal bill as they're going down. They probably see that at $500 or $1,000 an hour. They're probably paying.
Yeah, they would get the money and they'll forget the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm. What's up,
Gio,
do you have an echo?
I don't think so. Gio, where's your Arena Club hat?
It's under my mic. It's under my Team Petty shirt.
I love you, bro. Sorry, I had to.
That's funny.
Ziggy, what's cracking? What do you got to add?
I was gonna call in talking about the Dr. Beckett and the acquire stuff earlier, and then you guys are kind of a little further on me. But I mean, I don't know. I guess my first thought was why acquire? Like, and the reason I mentioned that DC Sports 87, who is a sponsor of Sports Card Nation, right? They have
nonsense. I don't know who Sports Card Nation is, but
hey now.
whatever.
I'm sorry. I can't stand that either. Sports
I mix you guys all up. Anyway, they have a actual policy that states if they catch anybody bidding on their own cards, you're banned from them. They'll ship you your cards. They're done with you. And that is their standing policy. And
who is this? What company?
DC Sports
87.
Okay.
They are now the largest. They're now the largest sports card seller on eBay. Now the Probstein's gone.
I thought
I've been using them for years. I now though use PSA more.
Petty's right, by the way.
Go straight from grading to PSA eBay. Sometimes when they come home, then I go to DC87. But again, I just want to point that out. Like, why was he using acquire? Like, that's my first question. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole shill billing thing, why did you go to acquire to do that? And like, why don't you have your own account?
Well, why do you think, Ziggy?
Because again, I think he's a shady character, right? There's a lot of shady characters.
It's not a coincidence, is what you're saying.
Right. It's not a coincidence. And they all, like someone said earlier in the chat, it's this industry that just continues to back each other up. Scammer after scammer after scammer.
And they start getting piled and how this guy's now he's showing his face with them.
No penalties. There's no penalties.
Yeah, there's no penalties, and there shouldn't be.
Every now and then, some asshole will do something really stupid, like steal a box of cards and go to jail, or you'll be really smart and steal $2 million of cards and not go to jail. But for the most part, and that's the thing. Like, I'll tell you here, guys, real short story. Working a new job, I was talking to a friend of mine who's in cybersecurity, by the way, trying to explain to him sports cards, and all he could say to me is, that just sounds like a market of fraud. Like, I don't like, why would you do that? Don't you understand? You can copy that. I'm like, dude, I know this. Like, first thing I said when I was in sports cards is you can CT scan boxes because I watched that on Discovery Channel when they took the Dead Sea Scrolls and they could read them to you from a freaking CT scanner. You know what I'm saying? So this industry,
I mean, they had those scanners in the poker tables that they were using to scam.
Come on, right?
It's the NBA.
Well, that was exaggerated. But a good example, though.
The scanner.
a good cheap one. There was no X-ray machine. There was a guy that came on. Who's that guy you like?
He had like a phone.
Yeah, there was some other thing on, but a better example is the guys who get the stud detector and just scan Pokemon packs with a stud finder, which basically is looking for hardwood.
Yep, I remember this. I did a story on that. Yep.
But and
they could just hit a pack with it and see if it's good or not.
Nothing changes, guys. That's still going on. CT scanning still going on, still going.
What do you think? So what do you think it is? You think that we're all just a bunch of nut jobs?
No, I mean, I'll be honest. I think
we're just all.
It depends what you're buying. Depends what you're doing with your money. Not everybody, but
I used to say there's two types of people. There's three types of people. There's those who just enjoy it. They understand what it is. It's like you're watching shit happen every day in your yard. You know it's crazy, but you just enjoy it. That's the two guys in the top right, in my opinion. You guys have been here forever.
Because you never see Orlando in a shill bidding episode.
No, I know. But you guys have been here forever. You don't care, and there's a market for those people. Yeah. Then there's people who've come here and they realize, holy shit, I can scam people and get away with it, and they thrive here, man. They we don't mean to lump you in with those guys, Gio. You taking
I would hope Ziggy's not talking. Yeah, I was going to say
you're not. What I would
there's
say,
a reason you're here.
We don't call this shit out enough. Like Gio, I like the fact someone giving Gio crap. I like the fact that you're here, that you are giving a light to this. But my point is, like, you didn't know, Gio, about the PSA policy on subbing, that a card, like if I submitted altered cards, that warranty doesn't protect me.
A lot of people didn't know, though. Dan, the card man, is nice enough to.
Well, just to be clear, and we'll talk about that on the podcast, because again, you four may not like this. That was not entirely accurately reported either. I think some of that language was misinterpreted. So I'm going to get my facts straight, but they'll be on to talk about it specifically.
Clarify this: that my understanding why it's there is so that I, as a subber, am not sitting there altering cards and submitting them and then trying to get cash in on the policy. I thought it was to protect that. But maybe I'm wrong, and I look forward to hearing about it.
Let me be absolutely clear before. That's how I haven't said a word, because I heard it the first time. I had not heard it, and I thought, I don't think this is accurate, but I don't want to come on and just say inaccurate crap just to refute stupidity. And maybe they were right, so I'm not going to. But I don't believe that was entirely correct.
Oh, look forward to that. That'll be fun.
I would like to know too, because I'll also.
But by the way, that's the difference. See, and again, and I don't mind that you'll crap on the sponsorship. The fact that we work with PSA on a monthly basis. They'll come on and have the real conversation with us instead of just and take out the sponsor. Forget about it. But the fact that they will come and we can say, hey, here's what has been circulating right now. Is this true? If it's not true,
ask them about their fucked up upcharge.
They're going to play some PR move on
where I give you grief, though, and I agree with the other guys, the Arena Club thing is bad. And I understand.
Don't care. I understand. I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Dude,
He's here.
You're in Tennessee, right?
I'm in Tennessee. Yes.
Can you gamble online in Tennessee? Can you run your sports book there?
I don't gamble. I have no idea.
Okay, because
you don't gamble.
I grew up with a bookie for a father. No, I don't gamble.
I was in Tampa. Try to place a bet. You can't bet in Tampa, Florida, because the Indians control everything. Gambling has to go through the Seminole Nation. They have a 100-year license. Vegas has similar controls. My point to this, though, is you can run Fanatics Live from anywhere in the United States. There's no limitations on that. Mm-hmm. It is a gambling app. Arena Club is worse. And the reason it's worse is because
why is it worse? Why is it worse? Hang on.
I mean, let's
his algorithm. He specifically says he uses the.
He knows we don't like Arena Club.
I use a Smith and Wilson, randomness plus our magic sauce. Well, as soon as you put the plus your magic sauce in there, you've altered the algorithm. You've altered the randomness. You're controlling and manipulating the people. He will be sued, in my opinion, for fraud.
All right, let me go back at the hobby. Hey, let me go back at the hobby hero then, because I have been trying to be a little more patient, and I do come on here and talk way
You're
too
doing,
much.
Gio. I appreciate it.
So let me just say this though, for all the guys in the chat that worship Ziggy, please tell me how that's any more fraudulent than you hiring and working with a breaking company that's nothing but attractive females on Fanatics Live all night. Like, how do you sit and justify that? Big mouth.
It's breaking, and I have been totally against repacks for that entire time.
Oh, but you're not. Hang on, you spineless.
And I am leveraging.
No, I'm good. You're leveraging men's addiction to women and to gambling, you spineless whiner. And then you're going to come on here and throw shots. Petty wants to throw a shot. I'll listen to it. Orlando, Proof, Frank, I have no issue.
Am I going to step in here? Just let it go. Just let it go.
Do not step in the same ring as me, though, and start throwing around your bull crap because your crappy little breaking company.
If Ziggy can only
capitalize on sexist thoughts and nonsense, and you think you're somehow holier than thou. This is the same moron, by the way.
They were kind of cute.
These are two breakers down here, guys.
Has been begging me to work for our network. This is why.
No, I've never begged you to work for your network.
Absolutely.
I've sent people to
find this piece of crap. I'll take it from anybody else and enjoy it and go back and forth. You think I'm going to sit there and listen to you? Do me a favor. Be done. I'll talk with you on here anytime you want. Don't come up buddy with me at the shows and all the other spineless crap you pull.
And we set you off, Jill. We set you off.
Just to be clear, we're good.
Let me know when I get the mic.
Jill, I feel bad, bro. I feel bad.
Don't need to feel bad. I'm good with you three on top. But again, I'm not going to deal with this spineless chameleon, pray and beg for a job and come up and be buddy when we're in person. But on here, run his mouth. You wouldn't have done that in person at the National like you did when you were hugging up on me because my father was next to me and would have put you in the ground. And you know that. So that's it. I'm done.
Get him, Ziggy. Go ahead. What's yours? Be kind. Be kind.
He almost quit breaking.
Can I talk now?
Shoot back.
First of all, I want to say I was defending you in this, except for the Arena Club thing. I bring up Arena Club.
Oh, that's where you went. That's where you started.
Right. And that's what you're upset about, correct? But there's more.
No, I'm upset about the hypocrisy. I've said I don't care what anybody says about
Arena Club. And
your
claim to the hypocrisy is that I've been begging you for a job?
No, is that you are exploiting the same people you say they're exploiting, and you go a step further. No. You use attractive women to do it, you coward. Listen,
that's not being a coward. That's being an entrepreneur.
Gio, I don't know why you're going.
No, it's not, Petty. You know that.
And I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward.
I don't need to use involved.
You don't think that's capitalizing on people like that? Well, all we do is sit here and defend the defenseless.
Can I talk? The other day, I was going through these TikTok things on Facebook.
I'll get yes.
But there's this jiggling going on with a girl with no bra, and she's got to jiggle. I went, what the fuck is that? And I never click on those things, but I clicked on it, and it was an ad for Arena Club.
By the way, let's just be real. Gio and Ziggy are both great for the show.
Can I talk yet?
I hope neither of you are too offended. Ziggy, talk. Yes, go.
Please. Gio, will you let me talk, please?
He let you.
No, he's not. He keeps
for Gio, Ziggy, it's yours. Go.
Just start talking.
Attacking Gio.
You're attacking me because I partnered and use women for my breaks. I am a huge fan of breaking. I will defend breaking. I have no problem against breaking because to me, opening a manufacturer's product has a risk and a protection that a breaker is supposed to supply. That's what we're giving you entertainment and trust in that production. I do not like repacks. I hate them. I don't mind a digital repack if it's legit. Arena Club is a scamming company who's been exposed for manipulating licenses and
we're still going with Arena. We all know. We know. He'll stop one day. He'll stop.
Because of that, you attacked me, and again, I just took a machine gun.
Yeah, he did go for you. Everyone's thinking it. Everyone's thinking it.
I stay patient every time on here.
First of all, I've never asked for a job for you. I don't want to work with you. I've pushed for people to you that I think should work with you.
You guys are so mad.
Please show me a text message here where I asked you to work with you. I asked you to call.
Get the text out, Gio.
I've asked you, hey, can we talk? I don't want to work with you. Seriously, you laugh.
We're safe then. Good.
Well, you guys are both breakers.
This is crazy.
Secondly, the women thing.
This is crazy.
The women thing. Are you jealous or upset about that?
He's not jealous. Your go-to's jealous. There's no jealous.
You don't want women in the hobby? You don't want women to be breaking? You think only you should be breaking?
Wait, why? Let me ask you. Can we go Ziggy, I know you feel like you got attacked. You did attack Gio first.
No, how did I attack him? All I said is I don't.
No, he didn't want to talk Arena Club. Frank bashes him about Arena Club. I bash him about Arena Club.
You are a role model.
I'll take it, and I take it from everybody else on here. But I won't take it from hypocrites.
How am I a hypocrite, Gio? Let me put the icing on the cherry on the topping. I'm leaving.
The cherry is the topping.
He's leaving. Say it again. Say it loud and proud.
Okay. I am leaving Queens of Cards.
Watch how quickly his opinions will change about breaking in the next 3 months. Mark my words.
And you can fucking rewind the video. I am a
fan
of
the Queens of Cards?
But I know what goes on in breaking. Okay.
Is that the naked
I also was kissing your ass at the National, Gio, because I wanted you to participate in a breaker association.
This is true.
Is
But I
that
have
not-
no
does
morals.
really want
I
that.
have no
Because I was
morals.
also kissing Seablaz's ass, and I was kissing the fucking ass of Backyard Breaks too. These are other breakers that I went out to reach to try to get a breaker association.
You want Backyard Breaks on a breaker association?
I
How
reached
much
out.
did we
I
get into
believe
this
if you're gonna make, if you're gonna do something, dude, you got to reach out to everybody. Let everybody have a play at the table. At least reach out. And you know what I found out? Those who rejected me or found obstacles or reasons. The reason they're doing it is because they're protecting what they are doing, just like you are, right? And you're offended by women potentially taking, which I think is fucking crazy, dude. I really do. And let me also go in there on the women defense thing. We were run by a woman who set the standards for our women. All of our women had background checks. All of our women were professionals. All of our women were paid well.
Professionally good looking.
We don't want.
I didn't have to worry about any of my women running scams or stealing cards. So what is your problem with the?
Why are you leaving? Why are you
leaving?
Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving?
Because I have a difference of opinion on where the direction of the company is going.
Oh boy.
Because they want to do naked breaks and you don't want it.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever
Okay,
gets that
okay,
idea
well,
first, Gio, maybe you want to pivot that way. Naked breaks.
Naked.
But I guess
breaks.
what I'm
Hell
talking
yeah.
about,
That rolls
like,
off
Hey
the
now.
tongue, don't you?
what bothers me, Gio, is I have been friendly to you for years. Like I'll go back to 2020.
On and off. On and off. You have,
No,
sure.
dude,
When
because
it's
you keep
convenient.
thinking I'm some asshole Zaggy yes or whatever, dude. I have always been a fan and supporter of yours. I've been critical of stuff you said, just like you're critical of stuff. But dude,
No problem.
I don't know what I know this. I know you have people in your camp who are haters of mine, right?
Actually, I think I'm the only one. I don't think anybody
No,
else
no,
is.
I know your partner is a hater of mine. The dude in the middle between the three of you.
Oh,
I
the
forget
middle
the guy's
guy.
name.
I'm
The guy out of
Mr.
Baltimore.
Dry.
The guy out of
Danny?
Baltimore.
Danny doesn't dislike anybody. Don't do that.
Absolutely
No.
does, because John, what's his name, who runs Sports Card Nation, does not
Newman.
like me.
Oh, then maybe he doesn't. I have no idea. He's
Right?
never
So
talked
Danny
to me
doesn't
about
like
that.
me, so I'm sure those two guys are
Don't
pumping all
take
sorts
it
of stuff in
personally.
your
They
head.
don't like me either.
Right? And again, I don't give a shit that they don't like me. I get over that. You know why they don't like me?
Not
Because I've
everybody
called
can
the
like
truth
you.
out in the past. I've been calling the truth out for fucking 5 years, dude.
Yeah, you have. You've been in there in the chat and into the.
Right? I was the
You've been in
one.
the
I'll go
trenches.
back. You know the original Eric Michael, the original guy selling.
Oh
me
shit! Here we go. I already
cards?
know.
I
No.
do. I dealt with him 12,
was it?
15 years ago. Yeah, Eric,
really?
whatever his name was from the Hamptons. Yeah, he's been on Facebook in the same
No,
No,
group.
he's
Who
talking
was
about
there
there was
before him,
someone
though,
else
Gio?
doing the same
Who was
thing.
Oh,
doing
no
that
clue.
before? Josh Johnson.
Cougars breaks.
And Chris
Great.
McGill sold How to Collect Cards in 2017, 18, 19. Videos all about. They also sold picks 2020 and 2021. And that, by
Jesus.
the way, is why I was asked to leave Hobby Hotline and why John does not like me and Danny doesn't like me and a bunch of these other guys don't like me because I stick up for the shit that these groups. Every time you get these groups together, all you groups think about doing is how you can monetize, how you can make the most money for yourself and justify
Just
it.
to be clear, the breaking though is not for profit for you, right? Again, you're going to throw shade about making money. I make more than you do, but
Breaking is for
your
profit.
breaking doesn't make
A
money.
legit business is for profit.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to be part of that.
Mhm.
That's different than conspiring with a bunch of people that you're outsourcing
I,
shit.
th- I
for and
think
reselling
I
their
think
content.
Ziggy said something he didn't want to say yet. Did you want me to say that, or you said that because we got in this heated debate
What?
About
that you're
leaving.
no longer to be with Sports
Yeah,
Cards
I'm
Queens?
negotiating my exit from Queens of Cards now. It's not done. It will take place soon. I think by January,
Well,
I'll be independent.
It's good time for them to say goodbye because I never knew you were there. Never even heard.
And
of
again,
it.
let me also share with you, Gio, how I got there. By the way, okay. I was
You don't
Gio
have
got
to.
you
I
out.
took my
Did
shots.
Gio
I don't
get-
care
did
anymore.
Gio
again,
get
I
you
was
out for you?
consulting for breakers.
Yeah, we got.
when
I think we also
retired.
need to keep it moving. I don't know, but go,
Okay.
go,
Nobody
make it
wants
quick,
to hear
Zig.
about the naked card breaks anymore.
I'll just
If they
simply
were
say this.
naked.
They were
There
never
was
naked. That's why they're
executive
going out of business.
sponsorship behind bringing women into the breaking business. It wasn't
We already
somebody
have Mama
exploiting it,
Snaggletooth
like you try to
break
position.
and
And again, I'm
Mary
damn proud of the women I
Adams
work
apple
with.
break. We
So
have
I don't know
all
what
the
the
breakers. We don't
hypocrisy
need
is,
any
like
women.
cowardness is, Gio. But I at least know, I'm glad to see.
I explained
where
it
you
as
are.
best I could. I can't help you anymore.
Okay,
I
are
think
you
the
guys-
audience
can
is
you
good.
guys
Problem? How
kiss-
about
can
you
you
pick up the
guys
phone
kiss
like a
and
man
make
and
up?
call me?
Yeah,
instead of
Ziggy. I
me?
think Gio became a punching bag on Arena Club, and he's over that.
Could
But
you guys?
what
kiss
about
and
bidding
make
on
up,
your own
please?
cards?
Turn
That should not be right, right? No bidding on your own cards.
Correct.
These guys don't bid. They're bidding on breaks every fucking day. They don't know what they're doing with bidding. Talk to us, right?
Oh,
Gio?
Gio's pissed. Gio's mad. I can see it. He's annoyed.
No,
He
I
wants to
told
leave.
you know that, Jay. I don't get mad, and I don't get mad at anything except for that. I'm good with it. But again, we
He's
can move
just
on.
mad when he got hijacked.
What was
a little
that?
bit.
What's
Yeah.
the except for that? I'm missing that.
Explained, asked and answered, pal. I'm good. We can move on.
Yeah,
But by
so
the
let's
way,
move on.
I'm
You
totally
guys
ready.
didn't kiss like I asked.
I'm gonna send him a kiss emoji. But
Okay.
I meant what I said,
Just
Ziggy. I said everything I need to there. We don't ever have to speak again. I'm totally good with it. I'm not gonna slander you in any way. Say what I want to say. I'm good. And that at least it'll never come up. So.
Now here's the odd thing, Ziggy or
Well,
Gio,
I'll tell you, I will definitely go out of my way to give you a big fuck you next time I see you. I will not be nice to you. Okay, I promise you that.
Gio, here's the weird thing is that you've taken Arena Club stuff from us. So when he did it, it got you a little more sensitive.
I told you.
I started this whole thing by
how come, Gio? I'm just curious. Why?
Myself. I don't know where that poison came from. I will replay your.
We got a Ziggy tonight. We got a different Ziggy tonight. Woo-wee.
Well, again, I rewind that, guys. I'm sitting there saying I like everything but Gio. I don't like the Arena Club, and the man calls me a coward, wimp, and all this stuff. I'm begging him.
Not a wimp, coward, and spineless. Not a wimp.
He did want to move on though, and we didn't want. He went back.
Yep.
It's no big deal. You guys.
Is there some history here?
Well,
not particularly. I like Ziggy on the show. He'll be on next week, and I'll watch next week, and I'll enjoy the
I
content.
like Ziggy on the show.
On this show, I do. Yeah, and I'll watch it next week. No problem. I don't want anything to do with you. And you could be mean to me in person. I've met you in person. I'm not overly worried. I do think you should go after your boy, Jim Beckett. I'd be happy to be a part of that video. I'm glad you did. I thought you were going to get spineless there, Professor. I thought you were going to let him off the hook, and you played the P. Ryan video. That's why
we didn't let him off the hook. What did you think about it?
No, that's what I mean. I'm glad. I really thought he was going to let him off the total bullcrap.
Orlando
pointed out.
Not Tim. If you think this is phony, I don't know. This is raw and real.
Those guys had interviews with him just last week, and
I know
Orlando's, on the Hobby Hotline.
I'm on Hobby Hotline.
He respects him.
And Orlando came out and said 3 blatant lies. I think absolutely.
Yeah, from the P. Ryan.
I disagree with Dr. Beckett, and I'll
just don't get yourself caught up in any P. Ryan shills Saturday.
Oh, Orlando, you'll say something. You'll mention it.
I'll mention it if it comes up. I mean, I'm not gonna, make a big deal of it, but I will mention it to him. If I don't mention it on Hobby Hotline, if it comes up, I'll mention it. If not, I'll tell him when we're backstage.
I've sent him an email. I mean, what do you want from me?
But I think he was
frustrated.
Protecting P. Ryan. I think he was just. It was a weak interview. He needed to really come across.
Here's the other problem I had with. I'll be honest with you. There is
no question anything,
and there's no reason for the interview. Why are you platforming the guy in the first place?
That too.
It's not like people were clamoring for it. You literally said, "Hey, come on and clear your name," and then he just
let the guy sit around and bake for 3 months or something.
It was almost like they hid all this. It was such a great moment, even if the guy's innocent, to at least tell people to be aware of this stuff, to at least have it be. But they just hid it all and made it so ha ha ha. Like it was a weak interview, unfortunately.
Like it's been going on for years.
I
mentioned at the dinner table that they're talking about.
In Texas, they both kind of have talked, and they're I don't know how friendly they are, but I do think that he needed to push him on that. And I disagree with some of the stuff that Dr. Beckett was saying. Defensive bidding. What the hell is that? It's shill bidding
versus offensive bidding.
And let me just give you,
it is what it
and
is.
let me compliment you again, Jason, because I thought you were gonna bail and you did not. That whole narrative at the beginning, that's called slanting the view of the audience. That is garbage. You cannot come on here and make a total case against something and then say, well, now for our honest conversation and give people both sides. It doesn't work like that. Hey, real quick, and I won't say another word. Ziggy, I apologize for the personal insults. I stand by the hypocrisy. I shouldn't have called you a coward and spineless. That's on me. I got worked up.
Hey, a big man. That's good.
The rest I stand by, but the personal stuff.
To get worked up. Ziggy, that was nice of him to say. He didn't have to say that.
Sorry.
Well, no, it's true. I shouldn't have gotten personal with him. There's no need for that.
Because Ziggy, you gave him a big F you.
The guy's pandering to his audience.
Come on. He wants to be able to come on.
Because
the audience hates me here. What audience?
He wants to be able to come on and chat.
You spoke what I believe is what you feel. It's okay.
It is, but I shouldn't have said the personal.
It is what I feel.
It is what I feel. I shouldn't have gotten personal. I said, I stand by what I said.
I think you meant it. So again, that's what bothers me. Like the coward comment. Like again, what is cowardly? I've reached out to you. I have your phone number. You have my phone number. Like that's what bothers me, dude.
Done. I should have said
now you can just apologize for it, and it's okay.
But he did. He kind of said he did. Yeah.
Oh, so next time I see the conference,
Ziggy, sometimes that happens.
I just will walk by like we never met.
I mean, sometimes that happens, and for him to so quickly
speak again,
say it, I mean, that shows some character. Because he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to say anything like that.
Yeah, let's not play
He's trying to have a bridge a little bit. Because people get heated.
The audience hates me, which is
kicked on Arena Club every time he comes on here. What's that?
I'm just curious. Like, do you all sit around and fucking roast me, or is it just
no
you?
one talks about you, dude. You're
We don't roast you.
I mean, I'm just surprised your hate there, dude,
and it was
and your
expressed.
jealousy.
He's
Is
got
that
a lot
jealous?
of
I
aggression.
don't
He's got a
understand.
young
You- what are you
kid.
mad
He's
about
looking
women?
for-
'Cause I'm with
He
women
tried
right
to
now.
bridge a gap here. He tried
He's
to
got a
bridge a
business
gap.
payroll to make. He's got a lot of shit whizzing. He doesn't
We don't hate
deal
you,
with
Ziggy.
naked dancers like
No,
you
I
do.
love Ziggy and Gio's the man. Come on now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ziggy, no one's. I think that
I will go back.
we're
to what
allowed to
my
get
original
heated and go
comment
back.
was about this.
What was the
hobby.
next? Do we have another topic?
What
The
was that other
third
topic?
group, let me just quickly finish. The third group of people in the hobby are fucking cowards. This
That's
really
the
is
third
full
group?
of a lot of introverted cowards who man to man cannot carry conversation. They can't handle debate. They can't handle a difference of opinion. Right?
Yeah, but that's
and they
so
do.
show
and
that you
they're the ones
can.
And the difference, and here's the difference between what we call collector and everybody else in the hobby. And I'll say I'm everybody else in the hobby. I'm not a collector in this. Some of us collect, the others are here for the money. And that's it. We know where Gio is.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm
He's
here
in-
getting yelled at by a whole chat of people in Petty. That's why I have a Team Petty shirt on. If that psychopath yells at me, you're right.
Have you guys tried Snipe? I don't know. What's the deal with Snipe? Is it revolutionary or is it
Going on
garbage?
Snipe. You
It's
think
up and
need
running.
I don't
cards
know.
That badly
I
go
haven't
buy
tried it.
cards from fucking Shillstein? Must be
Oh,
careful. Where
Ziggy
did
got
Ziggy
pissed.
go?
It was a good conversation.
Oh.
Ziggy, sometimes that happens. It's okay. You got,
The good
but
thing you have
By the way,
strong
not for
skin.
nothing, I get crapped on every time and I enjoy it. I have no problem
You
with words.
do.
But like you have to be able to, if you're gonna give it, you gotta take it. I've never
Yeah,
had
you're so-
Petty.
it was
You are.
hilarious. I
Yeah,
mean, it
I
was.
like, yeah. That's
I have
funny.
a big announcement. Now's a perfect time for it. Here's my big
Oh,
announcement to
God.
Jay. By the
Oh.
way, this is it. Big announcement. Real news. It's already going to be overshadowed. Last appearance on Professor Sports Cards. This was it. This was my sign off. I came on to bid you adieu.
Why?
Yeah.
Jason
Oh,
knows
that
this.
sucks.
I've told Jason this privately. I don't ever.
I didn't
even-
know this.
No, I'm saying I've said this before. What I'm about to say. I don't take anything personal ever. You guys can crap on me. We BS. I think it's funny. This is how me and my family talk to each other.
Oh, is it because you're sponsors?
No, not at all. However, the one thing I will say that gets to me, and I've started to get some emails about it, and it is the fact that I am using this platform to build my
I
own
know.
thing.
Oh,
I know, but I try to
And
put
I-
them in their place. You got to let the.
It's
That'll
not-
go. That
No,
will
no,
go.
no, not your
It's
fault
fine.
at all. But what I will also tell you is this: I mean, I've already told you we want you back on the pod. That is the only thing. The amount of effort, you can love me, hate me, I could care less. The amount of effort we've put into that platform for people to say I'm building that off the back of something else. I thought, you know what?
No, you're not building.
I'm still gonna.
Look.
Dude.
Everybody in this community too.
Gio, how about once every
Yeah,
couple
Gio,
months?
don't-
Don't
don't
bid it
listen
to
to
do
the
forever.
haters,
Let me
Gio.
tell you
Don't-
right now.
Don't feel like you got to do everything.
out
You know,
there, what
just
you're
you
doing.
would
You're
come
doing a
on the
good
show
job.
again. You're a
I'm
good
not gonna.
asset.
I'm not gonna miss a show. I'll watch every show you do.
Okay.
I will comment on every show you do. I'll share the reels on Instagram like we have in the past, and we'll have you back. No problem. Like I told you that already because we liked having you. Although you need to show up and fight a little more. But that's fine.
Jesse is like this guy that doesn't allow you to have any
It's
stance.
It was tough. Yeah, it was a little tough. I felt bad.
You said it was good for your audience, but
It was a good conversation.
this is news to me.
It
I
was
am
a good
disappointed to
interview.
hear that. I really am. I love getting on here with you, and I know they say that, but that'll
Well, and
go.
I've- and
that
I've
will
told
go.
you the one thing I like and respect here is that again, I don't mind coming in front of the hostile crowd. You welcome differing opinions. I love that because no one does that at all. You know that there's nobody in the space who will have an argument with somebody anymore, or they just become a psychopath like I do and scream.
It's got to be once every couple months. Then you got it.
Maybe once every.
You'll
We're
be
gonna give it a
fan-
few
At
months.
that point, it'll be a fan. Yeah, give it a month.
New
and
year.
Come
How
back.
about
No
that?
longer my
New year.
shilling Geo.
New
And the
year.
other
How
thing
about
is
that?
you don't need to feel like you have to call in like that or whatever. Wait till you guys schedule something like in 6
Well,
weeks.
and that's what we'll do.
or-
We'll do something.
It
in
is
the new
great
year.
when you pop in,
and
though.
watch in
It's
the
great.
chat, fuck
We'll
around.
do
Don't-
something-
don't
we'll do
feel
something
like
New
you
Year.
have to pop in every time. 'Cause,
We'll
I
do
mean, I know
something-
for me, I don't want to pop in. I got nowhere to pop. I'm
No,
done
I know
popping.
you don't.
I need
And
to
we'll
have
do-
a schedule and
It's good for the
talk
show
about
to
things
pop
like
in.
this for an hour and
And we'll do something New
bullshit.
Year then, if you're good with
And-
that. But I will. You're not losing a
And I don't
viewer,
know
a
any- I
commenter.
don't run the
No, but
show.
I'm
You're
losing
talking to
a
Jason.
great character on the show. Let's just be
Yeah.
with that.
We
Well,
need
we'll
a
do
Great
something.
character. There's going to be
You're
it sucks
So
that you
don't
get
think
emails.
that
That's
you're
not
gonna
cool.
do you need
Frank in
friends
your show
this
saying
business,
"suck
and-
it, Geo."
Oh no, it doesn't. That doesn't. And Frank Hammond had a great
All
conversation.
right, he'll be
the other
happy
night.
to hear about that.
Yeah, no, I'm good with all the. It has nothing to do
Right.
with the insults. I wouldn't come here if it was just people saying they agreed with me and Jason the whole time. I only come here
Yeah.
because we fight. I enjoy it. I think it's great.
I mean, you are
No.
a good guy. You embrace the Jackass Hall of Fame. You're the first, you and Jeff.
Oh,
I mean, you put that. We
Hang on,
really
I-
need to get you a patch.
do you want the
Go.
crown?
Make a
I had a crown. Do you need me to
Go grab the fucking crown.
let's
Yes.
get that hat.
Your last
I mean,
show. I'm
Oh, it's
pissed.
packed.
We
It's
got,
packed
here,
up.
we
I'm
got-
pissed.
We have a Hall of Famer here of the YouTube, Orlando. I'm a
I know, I
commenter
know,
Hall of
Orlando-
Famer, and he's a jackass. Hall of
Orlando,
Famer.
I
This
need to
is
get
a
you on by yourself. I really
monumental-
do.
This is a monumental evening. tonight,
Anytime.
guys.
Living the
Okay.
dream. New year. Say the word. I'm back. We'll
Jill,
give it
they're
a few
wrong.
minutes.
They're just hating. They're wrong.
Yeah, go
They're
through-
wrong.
I get it. But like I said, I wanted to have you on because I thought it'd be good for you too coming on the pod. Like I wanted to reciprocate some of the love. I think you felt some of that.
I'll be back.
Weren't we
By the
just
way,
gonna sign Gio off, and now look what you did. You brought in Frank the Tank.
oh,
to
now he's
stir
going to
up
scare me
everything.
off. Frank's going to yell at me.
Wait, what were you
No.
saying about that episode? What were you going to say about that episode for my ego?
The
Oh,
only reason
boy.
I got on.
Hold
you
on, let me
need
hear.
to
What
keep
were you
on-
going to say about that episode, Gio? Real quick. What were you going to say, please? Nothing? You're going to say something about that episode.
You said me or Frank? I'm
Me?
sorry.
Gio.
Gio or me?
Gio, my bad. He was going to say something, and then Frank popped in. No, all right, Frank, go. My bad.
No. Frank's up. I'm good.
Frank.
No, come on, Gio. You have to come on.
I
Why
agree.
do I say
I
nice
agree.
things about you? Stop it. I hate this.
Because Frank,
crap.
you know the fact. You cannot deny this. Love me or
Stop
hate me, it's
watching the comments. Stop.
entertaining. Love it or
Stop.
hate it, it's entertaining, and you know
Stop it. I know that.
that. There you go.
Your
And I
Also,
forgot-
you're the other
your
side.
interview-
All of us.
And I
are
think
all
I've
of us.
helped
are on
your
the-
interview with Adam Ireland was some of the best sports card content of the last week.
Oh my
So you
God,
need
that's
to-
not what he texts me. That is completely
You know what
not
we're
what
doing?
he
Hey,
texts me.
hang
You
on.
need to come on.
Hang on. 1 second, please. This is real. First ever Professor giveaway. Hang on a second.
A gimme.
Give
We're
me.
giving
My
something
wife's-
away.
My
This
wife
is
is
what we-
yelling at me right now.
You got us to get a gimme.
What are we
You-
giving
you
away? I
keep-
can't believe it's your fucking
Let's
last
get in
show.
the gimme. Let's
Oh,
get
we're
in
getting in the
gimme.
giving.
Damn
Here we
it.
go.
God
Frank,
damn it.
lower
I
your
meant
mic
to
a
say
little.
that.
Little
Oh my God.
$250 box of M&A. We're gonna give this away to the audience. You got to tell them what to do.
Box
They got to
of M&A.
comment.
Get
or
out of
something.
here.
Oh wow.
tell
You're
us-
really
you
gonna
tell-
do this?
You tell them what to do. I'm gonna keep it, obviously, but
I don't know how to fucking do this, Gio. You're a pro. What do I do?
You got to figure out how you want them to enter, leave a comment, whatever you want them to do. I don't care.
Oh my goodness! Guys,
We're
what do
going
I?
out with a
I'm
bang.
shocked
going out-
right now,
dude, we're
Gio.
going
That's
out with a-
really nice of you, man.
Dude,
That's
going out with a
crazy.
bang. Me and Frank
That's
are agreeing.
crazy.
I totally bodied Ziggy. Now we're doing a giveaway for these audience of people that hate me. What a person.
All
What
right.
if Ziggy wins it?
Let's get a gimme. We got a gimme going.
We got a
Professor. Let's
gimme.
get it
Uh,
going.
Okay.
How do
Hey.
they get in? Oh, how
Let's
the fuck
ask
do they get
questions.
in?
How do
No,
they get in?
Well,
no. Stop it. No.
We
I
could've
don't
put
Hey,
names
want
next
in a
guy to
hat
click
or
the link.
something.
Next guy to click the link and call in gets the fucking thing. Next guy to call in and gets the link. Call
There you
into the
go.
link. Call live. It's yours. I can't
I
believe
don't
it, Gio.
I don't want
Call-
the gift.
Next person, call
No,
the
you-
link
no, you
right
don't-
now. Hit the
no, you-
fucking link, Reef.
Here's what we're gonna
Gimme,
do.
Reef, it's a gimme. Hit the link.
Here's what we're gonna do. We got to get somebody. If there's a PC person of this player, it goes to them automatically. If it's Griffey, I'm
was it?
keeping it.
I
We gotta
can't
see
see.
it.
It's Ziggy.
Dude, that's like a $2,000 piece.
Ziggy.
That's a
What did you
red
just
Aaron
get these
Judge.
Did you
guys?
just grill the grill? Did you just grill the grill? Look at that. This
Dude.
is a grill.
Oh, I'm gonna take everyone off. Gio, show us. Oh, I gotta put Gio.
that was a total steal, but there you go. Dude, Aaron, I feel like you should just go to the professor.
No
That's an Aaron Judge
way.
orange, dude, to 25. the
How do we
Judge.
give that away?
You keep it. I'm sending this to you. I
Oh, I'm
owe you.
giving it to someone. We
No,
probably.
no, I'll give-
I
we'll-
appreciate that. I'm gonna give
We'll
it to
give away
somebody.
something to the audience.
That
I'm
is
not.
a nice
That-
gift to the
really
professor.
nice.
I'm,
gift.
I'm sending it to you, Professor, because I owed you swag from the National, and I've been trying to find that stupid Batman card, and I couldn't find it. So this
He
is
nailed
yours.
the grail, and I
Dude,
was
that's
part of it the
insane.
whole
On
time.
brought to you by Arena Club, Prof 20.
Brought
Save
to
your
you-
$20, obviously.
Yep. They're
Dude,
gonna
that's going to
accuse
you,
me
I
of
wish I
being a
could have done that
teabag,
better.
like I
Jason,
knew
text me
everything.
your email. Text me your address. I'm sending this to you. Give something else away to the audience. I'll do something else for them, but that's too nice to give away to one of these schmucks. There you go.
Can we
Well,
stop?
I'll
Can we
tell you what,
stop with this?
let me
Can we
figure out
stop
how
with
to
this?
give it away, and I do want to give it. It's a nice piece, is what you're saying. It's valuable.
Yeah, it's a big piece.
Yeah, it's to 25.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
Judges outside of Otani. It's the only bigger name.
That's it.
That's
I don't know what the hell just happened. Gio, I
only
can't believe it's
bigger-
the
Who
last show.
cares?
I would have
Who,
preferred
no, it's
for it
not
to
his
be a
last show.
Wemby.
Who cares?
It's not a Wemby, so forget it.
Gio, that was very nice of you. No matter what happens, that's
Yeah.
very nice.
Very nice. What were you gonna
Holy
say,
shit, we
Frank,
had our
the
first givey, Reef. Where was Reef? Guys, we're doing an
Mm-hmm.
hour 36 minutes. I am out of, the topics I have are all by myself. Do you have any topics, anything you wanted to? Frank, you called in. Yeah, Frank, shoot.
Okay. Gio, you need to keep on calling in. You are at the
After the new
epicenter
year.
of what's going on in the hobby right
After
now.
the new year.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're obnoxious. You talk over your guests, but you are at the epicenter of the hobby right now, and we need your feedback. Stop it. God damn it. I don't want to even say anything nice about you right now, but like Adam Ireland on your show, eBay is the #1 like player in this entire market, and he's on your show. He's like, God damn it, he listens to your show. He'll put up with your fucking shit. Like, you cannot leave what we're doing right now. Come on.
And
now.
maybe you make it
Stop.
once every 2 weeks, once a month, twice a month, so you don't. No one feels like. But you are great for the show. It's just the
Fuck
honest.
you.
Once every few months. Hey, by the way, that is going to you, Jason. We're not giving. That's $1,000 piece. That's absolutely.
Hey
going to you
now,
for hosting
me?
this guy. That's absolutely going to you. You can sell it. I don't care what you do. I'll give something else away when I come back in January.
That's going right behind me. Come on
That's
now.
a hell of a deal.
I don't know what to say. Speechless.
I don't even
Speechless.
know. Well, what exactly was that thing? It was some kind of a big.
It was an
It looked like
autograph.
a photo.
So they're the new 8x10s. They're called Emanate. They come in like it's a nice
Oh.
piece. They're expensive.
I got
that's
a
the
lot
problem.
of emanates in back of me. These are all emanates. Emanate,
Fancy word.
signature.
Yeah, so it's an 8x10
Grail,
piece.
you missed a lot. Grail
8
Hunter, you missed a show.
So Petty, it is pretty cool. It's 8x10.
It really is.
Comes in the magnetic holder on card auto,
It's bitchin'.
and it's got the
Seems
Hey,
series.
now.
like a
Giant
Wemby
card.
rookie to me.
Is it
Seems
really
like a
card?
Wemby rookie, honestly.
It's huge.
Say again, Orlando?
Either way, $1,000. Ziggy, why'd you call
It's
back?
beautiful.
I called to win the prize. I was supposed to first caller was supposed to win, and I thought it would be really ironic since that's what he was
Isn't
saying.
it ironic?
That's why I called in.
I mean, hilarious. I don't know what to say there. Why don't we get a kiss and make up? Why do Gio tried? No, Ziggy, we're not there right now.
I think we're fine. I think we're good.
No.
Gio, man up
I'll just simply
and come
say,
on the
guy
live
never,
and
ever let me
represent your
talk.
spot in the hobby.
He's
January,
on the
baby.
live.
Petty.
He's on the live.
He's
gonna
mad
come
because
back.
I
Don't
use
worry. He's not.
I'm with women breakers, and okay, fine.
Back in January.
I'm
baby.
being honest,
excited.
Gio. I mean, you said it was a giveaway. I feel bad for the people in here. I don't. Whatever. Let's give
Hang on, hang on now,
$1,000 away
hang on.
tomorrow on the live. I'm giving this away tomorrow, Gio. From Gio to me.
Okay,
To
this
my
one
viewers.
is for the audience. However, Jason has let me come on here for.
You're gonna
month.
rip another
Not me.
$250 fucking product right now.
I got money, baby. I'm making enough that arena.
Hey now, hey, I'm gonna put
I'm
just
not putting
Gio
some
on.
people want like cards though.
This is.
I'm gonna put just Gio on so we can
Like,
see. Give him one
nobody
sec.
really likes those eminent things because they're hard to resell.
Where the hell Gio go?
I like it. Ziggy, by the way, just crapping on me trying to give you away something. Okay, this one goes to the audience unless Professor wants
Tomorrow I'm giving whatever this thing is away. Tomorrow,
hey,
whatever.
It's your call. Hang on now. This is the rule then. You keep the one you want. That one's worth a ton of money. I want you to keep that. But if this is something crazy,
Is there Albert Pujols, Ichiro,
Maybe.
Bonds?
Okay, I mean, it's not Judge, but that's a couple $100. Roman Anthony rookie. That's
All
a
right,
perfect
that's the
giveaway. Couple
viewers.
$100. Give it away.
You know,
I
I
just need
can't
to get
believe
it.
that.
I need
That's
an
too nice,
address.
man.
I'm leaving in the morning at 5 a.m. I'll ship it up next week. So
Too
Jay,
kind. I'm gonna
Jay,
give that
whoever-
away tomorrow. 100%.
Roman Anthony. That's a big name. Big.
And a
I've
rookie.
never heard of the guy. But
Jay,
And
whoever
it's
you
his
give it
card.
away to, just tell
Fuck
me.
that.
Just get me their address is all I ask, and I'll ship it.
Gio,
It's a
dude,
big kaboom.
incredible. Incredible.
You do a ton of stuff. You
yeah,
let me
you
run
should
screw around. It's been
definitely
great.
do a giving. You work on it all day tomorrow. Gio supplied the prizes
Perfect.
on his way out. There was a nice gesture.
But you got to drive attention to something. Like you got to make somebody. It's got to be a call to action,
could
so
do
you
a
benefit.
Clip. Do a clip of us being
That's
all
right.
excited. Get my face like this. Look,
Petty wearing an SEN
when I
shirt.
saw it,
No.
yeah, I
Petty
was-
wearing an Arena Club hat, and then we
Oh, I
Photoshop
love
it. Oh, beautiful.
I gotta figure this out
look
now.
like
Damn,
a
I can't
diamond.
believe that just happened. First time on the show ever.
Yeah. Something
Insane.
happened. Something good happened for you. You got the stroke. Right.
We gave something away. I had a
All
judge.
right. Well, you got Frank the Tank on there now, Frank, and all you need now is Charlie to call.
Frank,
in.
I'm sorry.
Petty and
Take it-
Orlando,
take
you
it
two just kind of
Don't
got
apologize.
thrown
Don't
Well,
in
we
the
got
mix.
steamrolled, but we had a good time. I had a great time here at the chat.
I'm
with
happy to
everybody.
hear.
Glad-
Good, 'cause-
I'm glad I could keep the room. Who would have thought I'd be the level-headed guy?
Yeah.
No doubt. No
Who would have ever
doubt.
thunk it?
Gentlemen,
All right, I'm gonna run.
hey, Petty, thanks for being on. I hope to talk to you
All right,
again soon.
guys. All
Bye,
right.
Petty. Orlando, do you want to stick? Yeah, Orlando, thanks for always being here, man. I hope you're feeling okay, and thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Anytime, just ask me whenever you want me on again, but I'll be in the chat.
Sounds good, Orlando. Have a good night.
Dude, hats off to that guy. He's like, I'm gonna ask Professor Jim next time I'm with him, Beckett, or I'm gonna email him about it. Dude, good on him.
Tomorrow I'm giving it away in the live. Somehow we're gonna give the damn thing away. That's how I'm saying it. Tomorrow, that whatever it is, we're giving it away in the live. I'll send Gio the ad. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
So tomorrow in the live.
That's not a terrible idea. The members, make it a member giveaway, is what somebody in the chat said.
I don't hate it. I feel bad because the viewers that were here, 150 people, thought they were getting a giveaway. So I want to give something away. So it'll be tomorrow's live. We'll give it away, not to just members.
Can we talk some like real journalism right now? Like what
we're going to hour 40, so just know I'm a little deep. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. I guess not. You know,
no, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, because Gio's like doing like real stuff on his podcast.
Okay, no more building up. No more. Come on.
I don't want to say nice things about him because he's like the worst interviewer in all of sports card content. But at the same time, like he's there with the people that are making. They're the leading sports card sellers in the entire market. Like we have to acknowledge this. If we don't have access to this guy, we don't have access to like this content. Like, come on now. He had the guy on today.
That's shilling the business, baby. That's what I do.
I'm not shilling the fucking business. God damn it. I'm trying to get information. I'm trying to like hopefully the next time you get fucking Adam Ireland on, we can talk about fees. We can talk about shipping. We can talk about the real things because they are the #1 player in all of sports cards. That's what I'm hoping. That's why I want you to keep on coming on right now.
Just remember, Frank, though.
Not Gio's been beaten.
Frank, you're going a little aggressive.
No, Frank, let me ask you. No, I don't think Frank's. I think Frank's agreeing. Yeah, so Frank, let me ask you this though. For the first interview for a guy who does not do content, I thought that was the point of that was, hey, this is a friendly spot. You got to come on, make him comfortable for the first time, or he's not going to come back.
Well, you talked over him a couple times. No offense. And at one point, you said Curry favor with that checkbook. So if you want to come back, I don't know that I would necessarily say that.
22. I offered you live negotiations.
However, let's put that all aside right now.
Okay.
You acknowledge that they are the #1 player in the entire sports card reselling market right now. And there you are with him, and he listens to your podcast, and you're telling me you're not going to come back onto this podcast. We need to talk to you. I'm sorry.
New Year. I think that's fair. You know, Frank, you're right.
I want to say really mean things about you right now, but the fact you're saying you're not going to come back on here, come on, man.
But not because of that.
He'll be back, not tomorrow.
And just to be clear, you know this. I don't care about the insults and comedic jokes and pokes at anything. And none of that. That's the only thing I've ever taken a little exception to when I started hearing some other people. I got some screenshots of some other people talking about it. I thought, not Jason, by the way. He's been chill with me. Because like I said, I think I've been doing this for 2 years with Jay, watching his content when he was a nobody. No offense, Jay. You know that. 2 years ago, there was 6 people.
I tell the people that because it was, you already said you're like, we got. So, but,
No, we'll be back. We'll give it a little time. You're going to keep
I think there's nothing wrong with that. You can't say last show because at first I said I think there's nothing wrong with be in the comments, try to comment if you're here. And I think as long as it's not your last show, New Year's 2 months away. And I bet you some shit's going to come up and Gio won't be able to help himself and he'll still call in.
More giveies, baby.
Hey, Gio, that was so nice. I'm at hour 45. I think I'm going to let you both go, but call back.
Real quick. I do want to push the eBay thing for just 2 seconds if we can, like a real conversation here, Jay. I am curious about your thoughts on eBay in general, because this is the reality of the situation. Their market cap is about is it 100 or is it 10? I think it's 10x that of Fanatics and all its collectible properties.
Who's been trying to say this for like a month right now?
Mm-hmm. Them getting into live selling, them expanding to other countries, this whole thing. What is your take on eBay in general?
I've liked eBay because I've used them for 20 years. However,
he's not covering them enough. It's a big part of the market right now, and we can't lose like our #1 like informer as to the market.
Well, no, but also Frank, you're being too much of a kiss ass right now.
Fuck him. No, I don't like him. He's the worst interviewer in all sports card content. He's
not them.
He's obnoxious.
I'm worried when you have that much power. I'm just worried with eBay.
Yeah,
I don't have anything right now.
That's why we need to talk about this.
Frank thinks that there's card manipulation. Others have said so, that the prices are kind of wise by prices are, some things are finagled. I don't have enough depth research knowledge to go to. I don't hate eBay. If it was eBay or whatnot, I'm saying go eBay every time.
Today, Gio said they are leader of sports card comps. They are the leader of the noisiest data in all of sports cards. Ryan, the guy from GemRate, and I can't pronounce his last name.
Oh, yeah.
He's brilliant.
Excellent.
He talked about this on Ty Wilson the other day. It's not me tin cap conspiracy. This guy does this full time. He talked about how noisy his data is. I don't want to cite him, but Jeff Wilson talked about how his entire crew for Sports Card Investor have to pour over this data to bring in these parallels. The data in eBay is noisy. Their pricing is noisy. We have to go to 130 point to get the entire the end point of the sale. Come on now, and not that you were going to confront.
I get you. No, that's a great question.
Not that you were going to confront Ireland about this today.
Great question, though.
Yeah.
So a question there would be hey, you are the leader in comps. Why is it though when it's a best offer, it's just a line through? Why?
You missed the show, bro.
Because what's funny? Years ago, eBay showed it would be $199.
Yeah, why
line
not?
through it, and then it used to show the amount. Why not bring that back? I totally agree. By the way, you know what they did just update, and I should have complimented.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
No, I can be out, but I don't want to keep.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're doing individual listed live sales now, they are using those as comps now, which I like. Those show up in sold.
Yeah, they should be.
I think that's a good thing. But you can't just say listing one. You have to actually put the description, all that, which is nice.
Gio, can I ask you something real
quick? Real quick.
Yeah, are you trying to get
on his live?
I got some stuff I want to get to, and we're already 2 hours in on my.
Yeah. I was on the live the other night. What percentage do you pay when you sell on the live?
As a buyer or as a seller? I'm sorry.
Seller.
The seller. The other night.
I mean, we have a deal, so I'm paying almost nothing. I think the average on there is 6%.
Oh my god! Because you're trusted. They brought you into the circle.
Yeah, we have a microphone. We bring people there. But yeah, I think the average seller.
I get that. And I'm not begrudging that. But that's
I pay 9% on I paid 9% on Fanatics. Whatnot right now is 12%. TikTok is in the 8 to 10%, and then right now eBay is about 6%. All in.
I'm brief right now, Prof. I'm sorry. Fanatics is gaining market share on them. The fees are starting to evaporate. Do you think eBay will come off of their 13%? I'm done. Sorry, it's brief.
I don't know why they'd man, it's tough. Jay, let me ask you that though. You asked about Probstein's thing. Why would you go anywhere else but eBay right now? If you wanted to sell a card, where would you send it?
Wait, to sell?
Mm-hmm.
Selling it myself.
But on eBay, correct?
No, I have a Facebook group.
Okay, but in general, let's say that you also have a bit of a name, you have a good following, all that. If you don't, though,
I use my regular name, but I have I think it's very important to have a vetted group.
I agree.
A really good group. And then, you avoid some things there. Yeah,
okay.
But that's how I go about selling it. I'm just being honest.
Perfect. Do you want me to
you say eBay would be the place. If I had to go a different way, I'd be putting it on eBay. If that's what you're.
Yeah, because my thing is, I know 13% is a lot, but if it brings way more eyes and a higher price, I'd rather pay 13% of 100 than get 100.
And the thing that eBay has over some of the other ones is eBay does everything. They've been around forever doing everything, so they have some. But they have to. I think they downplay how big cards really is on their. Cards have to be a huge part of what they're selling. They kind of downplay that.
You should listen to that pod just for the Ireland thing. He spoke about that and how massive the card space is. I've never heard that.
Well, I'm glad to hear because they haven't been saying that.
Yep. You want to get out of your way? You want to go solo?
Shit, your last show, you open $500 in product.
Hey, I'll stay if you want.
Here's the problem. If I share the screen, it's going to be an echo. So that's the issue. But so you're telling me we'll do January. You're saying not till January.
Yeah, give it some time.
I'm gonna have to farm and get you pissed so you call in. That's what's gonna have to happen.
I'm gonna be in the chat anyways. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna miss you. We'll miss you.
Let's see. Last screen share. I want to see if it does an echo. I'm gonna mute my mic. Let's see what happens.
Me share. Yep. Let me share the screen. Share screen because I got some things I wanted to get to. We could do it with Geo. Share. I think there's still gonna be an echo. How about an echo? Screw eBay and everything else. ComC. I feel better selling on eBay than off platform. Is there an echo? Do we have an echo? Maybe not. What do I have here? I want to look at Snipe. We covered most of this. I would assume if there's an echo, you would have told me already. The Curry. What? Oh, this guy had a great video. Here, Gio. I don't know. I don't know if you want to watch. Let's watch this just for a minute here.
Tell me what it is.
Up deck. Topps. Donruss.
Topps.
Donruss is probably my.
By the way, I should ask you: is this something you want to stick around for, or no?
I'll do whatever you want. See, there's an echo when I unmute. I'm gonna get out of here.
All right. Hey, good talking with you, Gio. Talk soon.
See you, homie.
All right, bye, bro. Wow. Well, okay, I got to gather my thoughts. That's another reason. They join, Orlando and Petty, I feel bad for. They were nice enough to come on. They had fun. How could you not? We did not see any of that coming. Ziggy and Gio took off the gloves. That's just what happened. Ziggy and Gio took off the gloves. And I think Gio was already planning on making. Gio also, if you're just joining us, he opened two products. They're photos of $250 product. One he hit the judge, and the other one, I don't even know the rookie he hit, some rookie that we're giving away tomorrow on the live. And I'll figure out how to do it. I'll make the best way to make sure. And I have no idea, but we'll give it away on the live. You got, you've been here. We're growing. I'm not going to normally give away. So I didn't know Gio was going to do that. That was super nice. Gio says he's not coming back on. Then we got him to walk back a little. He'll maybe in January, because what's happening is there is a crew that just saying he's coming on for shilling, just saying he's coming on as if I have 1,000 people in here right now. I am very thankful there's 140 people in here. That's awesome and great, but there's not 2,000 people. He's a good on the other side. Now, the person that on the other side is Ziggy, and I think Ziggy's still pissed. And the nice thing is that Gio did try to mend things, and Ziggy was still hot. And I have a feeling if Ziggy's like, well, I don't want to say like me, but if I can get in zone, I'm not trying to hear the other side. Ziggy's calling back. We'll put Ziggy on. When I come on, I have to leave. When Ziggy comes on, Ziggy, I'm only going to keep you for like 2 to 3 minutes. I think it's important to bring you back. But we're going into 2 hours. So I'm going to leave once Ziggy comes in. And welcome, Ziggy.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
What the hell is going on? What's happening?
I appreciate it, Professor. I guess my question is, you do a very good job of helping me stay calm and focused. I don't know what even happened there. Like everybody's like, oh, he was beating you up.
Well,
like I
could see it just because I know both of you. And Gio comes on, and Frank, I've kicked Gio enough for Arena Club, but then Frank started doing. I'm like, oh, and then now you came and started, and I think he was made it clear he kind of didn't want to talk about it.
Well, okay, so
you hit a nerve.
Can be his trigger, but he's got some deep-rooted hate towards me that he admits it. If he's saying, "I don't ever want to see you, you've been kissing my ass,"
you guys got into a moment though. Some people fight to get a moment.
Again, I'll watch this later on. I'm just trying to regurgitate this because I'm a bad guy because I was using women for breaking. Okay. That's what I'm bad at, right? That's my hypocrisy. Correct. That was what I was bad about. The hypocrisy was I use female breakers.
Well, that was just embarking back.
And the other part was that I'm a coward because I go up to him begging him for a job.
Okay. He did kind of apologize for the
person. Let's take the word coward out. I would argue I never, ever, ever, ever asked this guy for a job. Like I beg him to show me proof of that. In fact, I'll show you every text message between him and I have sent him people that I think would be good content for him. But I don't want to work with him because again, he is sold out. You know what I'm saying? He's a sponsored guy. It's never been my thing. And again, I found breaking, that I love, as a way to make money. What's wrong with that? Like, so that's why I'm upset. Like he just attacked me. And whether he
in the split, let me Ziggy, because I've told you this off air. That people saw your content prior, then they know you got with the breaker and you deleted some videos, and that's fine. But I think a lot of the hobby wants to tell you that, and they want you to say, hey, fuck, it doesn't matter, I'm leaving.
Again, I don't know. I just felt so attacked by that. And again, like I said, I do believe he says, oh, no one's talking about you. There's just way too much of that hate there. Like, why do you hate me, Gio? What did I do to you?
I don't think he hates you. I think he didn't want to go there.
If there was a kiss and make up, then why would he make the comment, I don't ever want to see you, I don't ever want to talk to you, don't come to you?
You get in moments. People get in moments.
I'll just go back to this. If you go back to the National, I didn't get any moments National. I was nice to the guy. We were at the same Mojo party with the same thing. I was cordial to the guy. Here's what also bothers me, I guess, more than anything. his partner, Jesse, I'm in Jesse's breaks all the time. And Jesse and I talk all the time. Like, I have fun in there. So now I'm thinking to myself, am I that donkey that when I get off, him and Jesse are sitting there talking, making fun of me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't. So Ziggy, let me ask you, because someone mentioned in the comments you're overthinking. I think he was taking a shot, and I think you were a little sensitive on it because you've heard, just like he's sensitive on Arena Club, he struck a nerve back. That's what people do when they, and so he struck a nerve back on you.
Again, but what was like? I appreciate you listening. I just don't understand.
I appreciate you calling, man.
Again, I will say this though, I'm definitely going to grill the fuck out of Arena Club. Like, I will tell you, there is a class action lawsuit boiling up for those guys. You've heard from one of the other guys talked about the guy's been involved in a lot of lawsuits with class action stuff. Like, it's no secret. And that's my problem with the Arena Club. If you look at Collect.io, they're a little bit more clean. They have the NFT. They're more transparent. Arena Club, shady, shady, shady. And again, sports card nonsense. You're supposed to be a mentor to the hobby. And again, he wants to play.
It might be a moment in time. These give him enough shit. Maybe they won't do it anymore.
So again, I don't know. It just, I appreciate leaning back on because again, I was furious. Like I said, I was defending the guy, and then he just comes out calling me a coward. And I did specifically say, I'm not going to go to name calling here, but I definitely got mad. I mean, and I will say this too. I think you're way too nice to the guy. Like, as a breaker, that Eminent product is crap. No one wants it. We have too much of it. No one breaks it. And the reason is it's hard to ship. It's expensive to ship.
I mean, it was still nice. What do you want me to say?
What I'm saying is, what do you want me to say? I'm calling him out as far as you're a breaker. Open up a box of Dynasty or some Topps Chrome for the audience.
I mean, he had it right behind him. Yeah, I would have liked that, but he had it right behind his one boom rip.
The worst product that you have. I can open up some tins of freaking soccer for people too. I just calling him out.
Hey now,
listen, Gio, you are who you are. Like, I totally see you now. I thought you were somebody else. You are who you are. I appreciate you.
Ziggy, keep calling, man. I hope we talk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he's texting right now. Jesse likes you. Well, it's hard to believe that now. Like I said, paranoid me.
I think some of it's in your head. Why would Jesse not like you?
I
think Gio got upset about the Arena Club. I think you're overthinking. When you watch it back, you're going to see in his face right when you mention, he's like, nah, I don't want to do it. And then you circled back. And then you circle back on it.
Even when he apologized for the name calling, he still said, but I still don't want to talk. Like, again, what is up with that? Like, I don't like Chris McGill, but I have no problem if he came with me in a conversation. I wouldn't be an asshole to him or ignore the guy. Like, I don't know. That really bothered me. I guess. I don't know.
Ziggy, if anything else, you made great content tonight. And you'll watch it back and you'll see it's not as, you'll cool off. I think
I will say this too. Well, for anybody in the audience, I am going to be leaving Queens of Cards. I am going to talk to the professor specifically about my involvement with Queens of Cards from the start and how I got involved, why I'm involved, who I was involved with to the end and why I left. And I think they'll answer some questions because again, it wasn't me just grabbing some women and shilling for breaks. So I appreciate you.
Ziggy, I look forward to that talking, the talks before that. Yep. Have a good night, Ziggy.
Thank you, sir.
Woo! I mean, what a show. I told you in the very beginning, motherfucker Ryan, slow your roll. Orlando's getting a little behind the scenes, a little deep in a story on numbers. Ryan couldn't take out. This is a boring live. That was anything but boring. It's a 2-hour show. Is there going to be 5 or 10 minute spots? Not for everybody, not for you, for somebody else. Sure. That was just nonstop for 2 hours. Unreal. We got to thank Ziggy for calling in. Mike Petty, bro. I mean, it was a great show. So I can't be, Petty and Orlando calling. They get steamrolled a bit, especially Orlando. Gio's in, and Gio took a shot back at Ziggy. He didn't want to do a read. He took a shot right back, and it was hilarious. I have a ton of shows, so I guess the ton of show will be saved for tomorrow. Let me share my screen. I'll kind of go over what I want to go over. We'll do the giveaway tomorrow, which is just super weird. Reef, if you don't get in the givey, you tell me every night, get in the givey. If Reef, you're not in the givey, I'm going to be annoyed. All right, here's what I have in the damn echo. I did everything to fix this echo. I wanted to do, this is an excellent video. It's 10 minutes. I don't know if we want to do it tonight. It's everything. This guy basically echoes me. Reserved investments. Just a great video. Someone else sent me this 1990s kids. I can already tell it's not the vibe right now. No way. Talk about Spirit of Collect. And they mentioned a lot of it's very interesting to hear what was talked about then. compared to now. We have Dan the Card Man about Snipe. I do not know much about Snipe. I want to look at Card Collector 2 real quick. Here, let's give some hate and some love to content. Some hate and some love. These are his real views. 11,000, 4,000, 2,000, 7,000, 8,000, 2,000, maybe a 17 snuck in. So here's all I'm saying. His most popular views got over 200,000, almost 200. Oh, they hit the algorithm. Oh, they hit bullshit. There ain't no algorithm for this. 183, 166, 543 years ago, 1 year ago. So either one of two things happen. I just don't buy it. 237,000 on this. No, nope. And, especially when you're getting 4,000. So either one of two things. Okay, this did not hit the algorithm and blow up like that. I don't buy it. Some people will fight against me. I just don't see it. Oh, you worried about 5,000 views? Maybe I don't remember saying that. Maybe I said that in a live at some point. No, but 237,000 or people pushing 50,000. I guess, chasing cardboard for sure. They have a different product, but either you have to think one of two ways. Shit, my business is dying. This was a mistake. I thought I would be getting hundreds and thousands of views and now I'm getting 4,000 views. So, some hate and some love. I think these are honest views at the moment. Sports Card Dad. Let's give a little, I think Dustin's a good dude. I think he's a good dude navigating as well. I think some of these content creators were a little selfish. They thought the best way was just focus on their thing. Now he has the thing with the 4 guys, and I want to give Dustin some love. Well, I don't watch them, and I'm just not a Dustin content guy. But he has some really big names. Ty Wilson, Probstein. I kind of need to have Brian Gray on because I think we would actually disagree on a lot. And he's the type of the one that would fight back, and I'm going to go right back with him because I think he's kind of buying and selling for Fanatics. So I think he's part of corporate at this point. But yeah, he's bringing on some, I don't know, maybe his wife. No, not his wife. I don't know what's going on. He used to have more. I didn't agree with the Labubu phase. Maybe not as big of interviewers as I thought. Jeremy Powderer wasn't. So of his last few, not always big. But he had Adam Gray, Probstein, and Ty Wilson. That's the route, you should probably go if you're going to have interviews. Interviews normally don't do as hot as videos, but that's not always the case. My interviews are doing pretty sharp, not to compare. I have 2019 NFL draft class. My fucking Raiders. Kellen Farrell with the 4th overall pick. Devin White, who now plays for us. Daniel Jones, we sure could use a quarterback. Josh Allen, the defensive lineman. Hawkinson. Instead, we drafted a guy that is garbage. It was a reach then. Brian Burns with the 16th overall pick. Then we Josh Jacobs. That was good. Jonathan Abram, I don't even know where he's playing anymore. I liked him. Anyways, terrible. I think we're doing 2 hours, 5 minutes. I don't think it's video time. The one I do want to watch is this one. This one's very sharp. So I think we'll do this tomorrow. I'll do the Givey tomorrow. A giveaway sponsored by Geo. Holy shit. A giveaway by Sports Card Nonsense. Ziggy, Ziggy's, I like Ziggy and Geo. So I hope we, I think, well, I don't need to say anything. Everyone saw, and if you didn't see, you'll see. I don't want to watch a video. Oh.
They're like, there's no way someone would be that stupid, or my brand is very forthright. They in general don't love people promoting cards because they don't like the idea of the auction house knowing who has what. And they have that right to want to protect their customer list. So then obviously talking heads had a right to come after me because I did make a mistake. I did something wrong. What was also hard for me is I had no sense of guilt because I know my intentions.
Shill bidding.
If you're just joining us, listen to the first part of this interview. Patrick Ryan was on Beckett, and it was just a shit interview. Just total PR, just total. He's going to tell you right now, shill bidding is with intent. Okay, I disagree. I fully disagree. In articles I read, kind of disagree with that too. There's maybe a fine line. You could argue that. I completely disagree. What other intent do you have when you bid on a card? What other fucking intent do you have than to drive it up or create a false narrative or pretend other people are interested at that price? So how do you know his intent in his heart? And the thing that sucks is I really respect Beckett, and I don't want to be coming at Beckett. But this was a bullshit interview, man. And I kind of told him so in the email in nicer words.
Actually defined by intent.
Right.
And they have to assume your intent or give you a negative association based on not acquire, but based on the legacy or predecessor of acquire that people ought to be innocent until proven guilty.
Some good dialogue has come up. Like there are auction houses in Canada where you're allowed to bid on your own item.
So again, people should be proven or innocent until proven guilty. But then why are we not? He's just caught up in this. Why are you just giving him a platform to freely speak and agree with? There has to be some sort of, by the way, I was not aware of Patrick Ryan, but he's very big. He made that I did a few videos on. He had this big card that he got signed and showed it to Brady, and he's on the field here with his meet and greets with Rock and Tiger Woods. And so this is him. He's a hobnobber. He's an elbow schmoozer. This is what he does.
Auction house in Arizona where there's hidden reserves. These are things that a lot of people didn't know. And so a lot of people, wait a second, what he did, firstly, isn't apropos in many communities. In effect, that what I did wasn't what it looked like.
It's clearly not illegal. It may not even be unethical in the sense there's no attempt to manipulate.
Bro, you're just protecting him. You're not even allowing any. It's just, this is a protection interview. And this is what I argue. One of the reasons I'm very frustrated is because this is most interviews in the hobby. Now, he wants to make sure there's good people in the hobby. Well, you know what? 95% of the fucking content just shoves it down your throat. Not everyone's good. TikTok Live, whatnot, YouTube. Oh, yeah, it's the same as 1983 when not everyone was good back then either.
Manipulate. The problem is when they don't even pay. They'll bid it up. If they win, they don't pay. And then they've established a comp in some kind of bizarre way. But they're in a situation where they're way above market. That's the manipulation. To me, defensive shilling as opposed to manipulative offensive shilling. Defensive shilling in the sense of bidding on your own stuff. It's not shilling if you intend to pay. You say, I'm going to buy it for that. I'm not bidding it up. I'm saying at that price, count me in. I'll buy it back.
A number of people can say, my friends, we bid on one another's items just to protect them because we're not going to let some other idiot get a really good deal.
Wait, excuse me? First of all, let's acknowledge this. Ziggy and Jill was great for the show. It was awesome. It was epic. He gave him a big fuck you. He called him about his women sports book. It might as well be Breakers. Hey, they're cute. They're not ugly. They had a good idea. We might not see them. I don't know. We won't see Ziggy there. They're cute. I mean, they'll keep getting views. Do they get views? I have no idea because I don't break. So maybe it's a good business model. Maybe we'll see them for years. I have no idea. Naked. That's what Petty brought up. Naked breakers. When's that happening? And that's how a lot of these guys treat these cards. Like it's the finest fucking woman they've ever seen. Going crazy over a fucking little card. Look how we're going to look so stupid in 30 years when no one gives a shit.
Protection is below this implicit reserve. That does not mess with comps. In fact, comps would be messed up if you didn't have that.
I have to rewind this because that's crazy what they just said, and I got on a little.
We bid on one another's items just to protect them because we're not going to let some other.
Even he's saying some other idiot.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Not only are you a hot dog, a grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna, but you're a liar too.
I can't believe what they just said. And it's my worry is Beckett and this guy they're in it. And then you have Probstein is in it. So it's just all part of the industry then. This is just looked at as accepted. The definition, I know some guy, you don't need to tell us the definition of shill bidding. Well, fuck you, I'm going to do it again anyways. The illegal practice of a seller or seller's acquaintances placing bids on his or her good in order to drive up the price. Oh, we just want to create a floor. We just want to protect them. Then pay the fucking reserve. Then start your auction at that price. But that's not good for you either. So instead, you're going to shill. And this is true shilling. And it's such BS. I was shocked when I heard this in the morning. I was disappointed. I was shocked. I was frustrated. Anyone that hears it knows it's BS. What are we doing here? Selling an agenda?
Idiot get a really good deal. And it's
protection is defensive shilling as opposed to manipulative offensive shilling. Defensive shilling in the sense of bidding on your own stuff. It's not shilling if you intend to pay. You say, I'm going to buy it for that. I'm not bidding it up. I'm saying at that price, count me in. I'll buy it back.
A number of people can say, my friends, we bid on one another's items just to protect them because we're not going to let some other idiot get a really good deal. And
protection is below this implicit reserve.
Right.
That does not mess with comps. In fact, comps would be messed up if you didn't have that.
Right.
I've actually put in something for another friend with PWCC a long time ago, and they were incorrectly listed. And I did not call
He
them.
keeps going back to an anecdote about, oh, this one time I was helping sell some cards for a fucking guy that died and his kids, or now. This is not what happened, Beckett. This motherfucker put a $20,000 bid on his card and then said, oh, I'm just following it. You know, it riles me up. This is the agenda these people want to fucking push. And the thing that really sucks is I admire Beckett. We all do. Not with this shit take.
My concern for reputation, I didn't bid. And so they went for less than 20 cents on the dollar.
Oh, out of concern for reputation. Because it's the right thing to fucking not do. Bid on it. Because when you do, it ruins your reputation because it's wrong.
Okay.
Wow.
Because they were inappropriately listed. Okay. And I didn't get a chance to change it until the last minute. And so I messed up for my friend. So my reputational damage is to my friend. They said, hey, you're going to get us good prices for this. You didn't. Okay. So I bit my lip, even though I would absolutely be a buyer at that. If there'd been a reserve, I wouldn't have had a problem. But they don't want reserves.
I have less of a problem with the reserve if I know what the reserve is. But I will say I will stay away from reserve auctions because it's what are we really doing here? What do you think about the world of reserves? Is there a solution?
The workaround is that if an auction house says we don't do reserves under any circumstance, number one, the bigger ones, I don't think that's true because you get a nice enough item, they're going to want it. Okay. So then the question is not, is there a reserve? And I don't even have a problem if it's hidden. I have a problem if it's unrealistic. Again, the auction houses are.
It's not. I don't give a shit what you think. Because you're wrong. This is an opinion. I mean, again, this guy did auctions for 30 years. The shill bids, and if the bidding only reaches an amount less than Frank is willing to accept, the shill buys the item and would typically pay for the item in return. The shill bids with the intent of influencing other bids, hoping to see the level of interest in the item and gauge value based upon bidding. And that is what's happening. And he's just pretending it didn't and glossed it over and gave Dr. fucking Sonny Boy Patrick Ryan a little pat on the head. Good boy. It's okay, buddy. Good boy. We'll protect you. Good boy. And the fucking shame, I'm going to say it again, is Beckett is respected or supposed to be.
We're taking care of that by saying, hey, Patrick, we love your item. We think we can get big bucks for it.
Good boy.
But we cannot accept a reserve that high. It'll be damage to our reputation. Somebody will bid it up. They think they're going to win. Oh, reserve not met.
And I will say, I do think the auction houses generally do a good job of they don't want unrealistic reserves. Golden had one of the Wagners recently, and I was going after it pretty hard. And then a day before it ended, the $5 million reserve came out. And I was like, that seems like a nutty high reserve. But with a card like that, I understand Golden.
But then you're afraid as the auctioneer, the guy selling it, that it's not going to get the love. It's not going to get the bids. Oh, it's already at $5 million. I'm not paying that. Let's let it naturally get up there. So then you piss off your customers. And just like this guy said, it's really the truth. This is a shocking admission of hobby corruption. We did bid on each other's items. So easily said. So like it's industry standard. And what was the other one? A lot of ethical gymnastics. No, there was one else I really liked. The P. Ryan Redemption Tour is making the perception and the behavior worse. Patrick Ryan discusses with his friends that he bids on his own items really rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, I make sure I post. I don't agree with most of this. What was said here, actually a bit surprised 14 hours ago. I'm a bit shocked by Dr. Beckett's take. It's disappointing. Guys, we did 2 hours and 15 minutes. We had a fight. We had Petty and Gio. Or no, just Petty and Gio. We did have Petty and Gio, but we had Petty and Orlando. We covered the Beckett P. Ryan interview. Oh, my goodness. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Hit the button. We had 150 people in here at max today. No more World Series. Let's keep growing these lives. I'm going to clip the lives daily from now on. So daily, there'll be some 8-minute video, 10. I shouldn't even say it, but that's the plan. You've been here 2.5 hours. That's the plan. Let's let some of these magic moments be seen. It's just another Magic Monday. Gentlemen, how many voicemails? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Oh my goodness. I just watched that South Park episode. However, 1, 2, 3 are from 4 are from Kenny F. and Powers. So he went on a roll.
Hey, Professor, I got a question and a rant for you.
This is not. We'll end here. We'll play one. We'll do the rest of the voicemails tomorrow. Call in 702-483-7344. Leave a voicemail. We'll hear one voicemail, and then we'll get out of your hair. Hey, thanks for being here. A lot of fun. Exciting. It was a great show. It was really fun. It took me by surprise. I did not see it going that way. I knew it was going to be crazy. I had a feeling before ever getting on. Petty and Orlando inspire the madness. And that's why they're great in chat as well. Petty and Orlando inspire the madness. We'll play this one last voicemail. We'll save the other 6. Call in again. I just gave you the number. 1 voicemail.
Hey, Professor, I got a question and a rant for you. You're in Las Vegas. What can you do in Las Vegas and in Florida, but you cannot do in other states? Well, I messed that up, but let me explain it to you. You cannot use Fanatics Sportsbook in Las Vegas or in Florida, but I can use Fanatics Live. How is that possible? Why can I not use a Sportsbook in...
All right. Yeah, tomorrow it's Roman Anthony. Rookie. I'm not a rookie guy. I don't think he was fantasy relevant. If so, he definitely wasn't on my fucking baseball team. He's the Red Sox, yes? Anyways, a Roman Anthony autograph photo, a nice one. I don't know, a few $100. Gio's nice enough. We'll give it away. I got plenty more show for tomorrow. I think I have a couple more callers calling in tomorrow, but we'll definitely watch this video. This was an excellent video. I do want to show you these 90s baseball guys. I want to hear what Dan has to say about Snipe. And that's about it. And I'll have more. Guys, thanks for being here. Over 2 hours, over 100. Let's go. Love it. Leave a like. And Rhonda, thank you for moderating. Frank, thanks for always being around. Collector Dream, Orlando, Gio, Collector Charles finally made it. Charles, you missed a hell of a show. And Charles, you get so uppity in the chat. I'm just gonna let you know. Rhonda feels like you're riding the line there. You're very free to really curse people out in the chat. Michael Ham here tonight. Grail Hunter, Annoy. I'm not going to keep throwing them out. Guys, we'll do it again. All again tomorrow. I'll bring the energy. You bring the love. And let's have a party. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for being here. Am I missing anything? Become a member. It's $5. Someone asked $5 to be a member. It supports. It helps. I'm here 2 hours for nothing. Eventually we'll get a sponsor somewhere. But right now it's damn free. 6 hours content live. Become a member. I give you a few things in the membership. It's not crazy. You get the emotes. You get a few videos. You get a few, nothing big. And it's more supported channel. Have a great night, guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here.